what's inside. That's king energy, that's real pride. Petty red, ain't scared of your tears or your crimes. I'm here to witness, not just ride. One man starts by listening, not by pushing, pressing or conditioning. Stay sacred, this bond glistening. Truth in your tone, I find strength in it. Yeah, I just wanna know your soul, not just what you control. This ain't no casual stroll, I'm here for the truth, yeah, the whole truth. No interruptions, no shoulda said. Say it raw, say it how it's in your head. You ain't gotta bleed, just speak your mind. I'll hold the story, every word you said. So when you ready, I'm still here. A woman with ears that don't just hear. I build temples with your truth, cause knowing you, that's the proof. Blueprint to a man's thoughts starts by listening.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Realistic Vibes, where the vibe is always positive. How you doing, brothers?
Hey.
Hello.
What's going on? Happy Wednesday. This is the third Wednesday in the month?
I believe so. Second Wednesday?
Yes, you're correct.
Sure be. It's already June.
Yep.
How is everybody doing on tonight? Thank you guys for tuning in. Did I say my little jingle? Okay. Welcome to Reddit Survival. The vibe is always positive, just in case I didn't say it already. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share the screen. We're going to get... Y'all know what we're talking about again tonight, y'all?
Nope.
I saw something.
Uh-oh, what you see?
They talking about that culture thing again.
They're talking about that, don't they?
They're talking about the culture again.
Well.
And again. They were acting up again about the culture.
I think they love the culture.
Uh-oh. We got somebody in the back. Brother.
What up, though?
Damn. What up, y'all?
Hey.
How you doing, bro?
What up, bro? This is good.
Guys, can we talk about something real quick?
Always.
Sure.
I seen the thing about that lady that was deleted allegedly.
Alleged.
Y'all seen that about the lady?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with that case, honestly.
Well, apparently she's a like an influencer or something, and
Aren't they all?
yeah.
Here we go.
And she started dating the vanilla man and bashing the chocolate man, and she went over there for her birthday, and he proposed to her, and the next day she was, and they saying it allegedly a suicide, but friends and family and stuff were saying, that the vanilla man might have, offed her. Because allegedly, now, okay, help me if I'm wrong. Allegedly, they had a fight or something before.
Yeah, they was fighting on the plane. Let them tell it.
On the plane too?
Arguing before they even got there. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So
I didn't know that part.
All that stuff, all that lying and picture stuff. Okay.
Right, because they had the little thing where they was all happy and nice and
yeah. They got to do it for the grand.
Do anything for clout.
Damn.
They got to do it for the grand.
See, I didn't know that part.
Relationships can't survive off electronic hearts and likes, huh?
Say it again.
So, allegedly, the mama is on the Vester too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching the little news clip, and it was said, and so when the news reporter asked the parents, well, her dad is a chocolate man, but I guess they're divorced or whatever, and so the mama's with a vanilla man. And when they asked them, do they believe that if the vanilla man deleted the daughter, the mama said no, but the daddy said yes.
Of course.
Got division in the camp.
Of course.
That's crazy. So they're not even on one accord on this. It's like the mama don't want to believe the vanilla man would do such a thing.
That sounds about
I
right.
don't know if he did.
Right.
I'm just keeping it 1,000 from what I've been hearing on the story. Shout out to Messy Michon Live. Make sure y'all subscribe to Messy Michon. Right. From what it sounded like to me, right, that they separated them because they was arguing. They moved to different rooms.
Okay.
The lady talked to the concierge or the employee and told him to come back in 15 minutes.
Okay.
When that concierge came back, she was deleted. Right. So I need to know if that concierge came back. If it's a luxury, if y'all ever been to a luxury resort, y'all know them people stay on point. That's why it's luxury, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So if that concierge came back in 15 minutes, that's telling me that she offed herself and wanted them to find her.
Good point.
Or she was attempting and wanted them to find her, like, because some people do things for sympathy, right?
Yeah.
Shock value, right? Like if they were arguing about whatever, and to get sympathy for him to either take her back or whatever. I was about to kill her because I love you so much. And if she knew the timing, because I think when the guy said he came back, he heard a thump. So she literally did it. In order for her to hear the thump is when she, slipped off the thing. She had to time that bad boy. So
maybe, like I said, baby, I mean, maybe she could. I'm sorry, what? Maybe she meant to yell cut, but she was already knocked out.
She was already right.
Crazy.
So,
but that's people do that though, Jeremy.
That's wild to me.
Do that.
I played with a lot of things, but not in my life. You got
but when appearance is everything, you got to make it look like something. Appearance is everything. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cared really what that relationship is about. All they care about, y'all know how it goes. All they care about is what it look like. I'll be trying to tell y'all.
Exactly.
All they care about is what it looks like. And my question is this, especially to the masses in hand. Did she get what she deserved? Right? Like the black dude when he was dating that white cop and she walked in his apartment and popped him. He got what he deserved because he was with a white woman, right? When what's the boy name?
The black guy that got killed by the influencer with the knife.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
He got what he deserved, right? Shannon Sharp, when he got his money hustled from a girl that was sleeping with him anyway, and he got what he deserved.
Now he got what he deserved though. He did deserve that one. No.
You say he did deserve?
No, he deserved that. Like, he had to play the part of like the little. I mean, shout out to the lead attorney. He broke it down.
Wrong is wrong, right? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But money is different than death, so you got to pay the toll. So,
man, paying is paying. People pay in different ways than me. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm really addressing is the mentality behind it. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I understand he played a part in it, but yeah, again, it's not right on either accord, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I find it interesting that the divide of people saying, this is what she get because she was bashing the black man.
That's what I'm asking.
And then Umar comes out like, I told y'all to stay away from the white. You know what I mean? The Umar going on his tangent. You know what I mean? So
I need Umar to open that school up first.
That school ain't.
Let's open the school up.
Look, he was online the other day.
Your kids will graduate college by the time that school open.
The classroom was spotless. The nice desk was all shiny and stuff. He was wiping the desk down and stuff.
Just to say they got stole the next week.
That man ain't
cash
right.
out. Hit the cash out.
He using that property for a tax write-off. That's all he doing. That's all he doing. Ain't fooling me.
Oh my God. So it's just when I go into the comments on different things about this, it's like, you know, most of the women that's like, you know, that hate black men, they all saying, you know, different. And then you have women that are saying, you know, yeah, you know, he should have did that. They thinking it was him. And it's interesting because it's sort of, it's different when the vanilla woman deleted the black man. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's the vanilla man deleting the black woman, the outrage is different.
That's a fact.
That's right.
I mean, that's why I'm just sitting here quiet, because it was us years ago when they were saying date outside your race, ladies. Like, let's go ahead and explore these opportunities. And we was like, I don't know if that's the brightest solution for that. Like, and we not being mean, but again, when they so selfish, so self-absorbed, they turned it back on how we hate everything except our mamas and called us everything but a child of God. And it's like, we only trying to protect y'all. We said we wasn't going out the country. We don't want y'all going on girls trips because I'm not Leah Meeson. Again, if you know Leah Meeson, please tap into your Leah. I call him Leah Meeson because he's black, right? The black Leah Meeson. So tap into your Leah Meeson and solve these crimes. But this is what we was talking about. This shit is about safety. It ain't about the selfishness that y'all are exhibiting. But it's, you know, date outside your race, ladies. How's that working out?
That's how you know they're lying about when they say we wouldn't have to do nothing if men were predators. No, because if we were predators, y'all would move accordingly.
Facts. That's true though.
Right? If it was so extreme in these streets, why y'all out here half naked? No, you do it because you know you can get away with it. Ain't nobody really
with it. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I said, man, hey, you get what you ask for. Like I said, I don't understand what people don't understand about dealing with people with certain things, especially if that's the only reason you with them. It's gonna always go a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't with that person. You with that person for the way it look and how you think. And this is what's crazy to me. And this is men and women alike, right? Y'all sit up there with these people and use them up, right? And act like they don't see it. And then try to put the responsibility on that person to leave you alone when you the one being bogus.
That's a good point.
You should have left. You should have left. A real man would. No, you doing wrong because that person loved you more in that situation than you them, and you the fucked up when you put the blame on them.
Yep. Now, I promise you, if the streets was like that brick lady said in Houston, where if you say no, somebody gonna beat you with a brick till your face swell up, I bet you they wouldn't be out there. You right. But we all know what happened with that one, right? Like they found out that C actually made all that up, and that was an allergic reaction. And update, he got a trial coming up. So
that's a fact. I mean, you know, they can continue to play naive if they want, but it'll come to the forefront. Again, we see what's happening now in the world. And I've always said World War III may be nuclear and we got all of these artificial intelligence and all this savvy, but World War IV gonna be sticks and stones. Like after all this shit is over, it's gonna be right back to go. And like Rick said, if we got barbaric, if we really reset the clock and people got barbaric and just started doing what they feel, it'd be a completely different world than where you come from. So I'm completely in line. Like I said, I just can sit here silently because we said so many times that it's about safety. And this is exactly what we were talking about. Of course, there's going to be some that have a certain love for y'all or maybe a certain reverence for you. But long term, a relationship cannot survive off of an algorithm. Like it's just not what it's about.
And shout out to Almond Eyes. I mean, if this is the true narrative, she says he knew that he was shady. His wife told her, you know, and said that the reputation wasn't good. And she met him at the strip club. So
what a lady doing in the strip club? Was she stripping?
We already talked about that though.
Oh, I think somebody said that she was a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to pay for college, probably, right?
Oh yeah, for nursing school. Yeah.
Yeah, pay for school.
Video vixen, like she did videos. She was getting passed around. Y'all ain't fooling nobody.
I mean, and add up all of the integers. If she knew and people already told her, like, this is what we've been talking about for a long time, even when y'all get the necessary information, even when you do have villagers trying to give you a little bit of insight, y'all don't like to take information from other people. And again, this is when I came in saying, who can say something to a sister that's not a sister? But now I find out not even sisters can say sisters. So it's just like it's a catch-22. So if she's not listening to anybody, she's meeting them at the strip club. All of the shit we've been saying here talking for years, and she's an influencer. So I'm pretty sure she heard conversations. You know what I mean? So at what point do you keep yelling at the brick wall?
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button on all platforms that are streaming on tonight, and make sure that you support the channel. We have our goals, and you know our goals are always the same: 15 memberships, $100 towards the Caleb's Paper Towel Fund via Cash App or PayPal or Super Chat, all that other good stuff. You know I gotta play my little jingle.
You fell in love with my avatar, that's sweet. Now fall into my Cash App at Red Lipstick Vibes. Legs, I don't walk. I roll into rooms and shut them down.
Don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund on Cash App, Red Lipstick Vibes.
Get your ass out of here.
Somebody being naughty.
Damn,
So
already? It's still early.
Naughty.
It already got taken care of. Don't trip.
Put a name on it, man. I got time tonight. Put a name.
Link is at the top on Red Lipstick Vibes for the gentlemen. You must please do not be driving. Okay, you must be on camera. You can come up and hang out with the brethren. If you have your own opinion, you have a you don't agree with something,
Hit the link.
Hit the link, baby, because it's about to get interesting. Well, I have a question. We talking about the culture again, y'all. I saw something. I was going to go one direction. I don't know if you saw, like, I had to change the thumbnail title and everything. Because I saw something. I was like, to change everything around. Lord have mercy. This is crazy.
What you saw, girl?
So, what is your definition of a Pooky?
Of what?
A Pooky. What is a Pooky?
What you got there?
It's hot, baby.
I got you. What we got tonight? You got some baked chicken.
You need some plate. Okay. Ooh-wee.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's hot. You gotta cool off.
Wait.
Chat. What is your definition of a Pooky? What is a Pooky? Brothers, what's a Pooky?
I guess I'll go first. A Pooky is a crackhead. Chris Rock, New Jack City. Pooky. Crackhead. Dirty, dusty, riding on a bike, maybe walking. No car.
Okay, baby. Thank you.
No plate being bro.
Appreciate you.
No inspiration. Nah, Pooky, no inspiration, no motivation, very monotonous, maybe even stuck in a certain time period, maybe reliving his glory from his drug dealing days or high school days or whatever, but just no forward motion, no maturity, no progress, no knowledge, wisdom, understanding, no knowledge of self, all of the ignorance personified in a person.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You...
Hold on a second. As Black men, they invented the character.
Okay.
Whatever makes you feel better, Lady D.
Right. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
And there's your Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
Right. Happy Wednesday to you. Pooky is a man with no structure.
Okay.
No structure. He shirks responsibility every chance he get.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't worth nothing but the dick between his legs, basically.
Okay.
That's all he got to give to most people.
So all right, cause y'all know I'm not from the streets. I thought the Pookie was like the nobody, well, not nobody, but like the dude that hang out at the gas station, or like
Yeah.
not necessarily
Keep going.
not necessarily like the drug dealer, but the drug dealer runner, like the one that do the running for the drug dealer. Like the nobody dude.
Right.
That
Gotcha.
no status. He just
Absolutely.
do simple crimes he got babies everywhere, don't take care of him. He's the I don't want to work kind of man. He's dressed dirty all the time, don't brush his teeth. He's like a not homosexual. Yeah, the homosexual dude like to go sleep on the girl couch and with his trash bag and PS5.
A man with no structure.
Yeah.
So
How you get a woman if you dirty?
So,
what?
damn.
I'm just trying to figure that out.
I mean, shit. It's a lot of niggas with corn chips feet smelling like Cool Ranch Doritos. But yo, here's the thing with me though. I'm kind of old. So Pookie and Ray Ray for me was actually references from movies. Pookie was from New Jack City, which was a crackhead, like you just said, runner.
Okay.
Like he have no neighborhood status or whatever the case may be. And Ray Ray was from South Central. He was drug dealer. He shitted on his best friend and got his best friend to go to jail. Like these were the archetypes for Pookie and Ray Ray. So again, when you don't have no frame of reference and y'all are kind of sound like y'all making up the definitions on the fly, like these men actually had archetypes and definitions for us to look to see what a Pookie and a Ray Ray was. So if it's changed from then till now, when it was actually a Pookie and actually a Ray Ray, I would like to know what it is now, because my definitions come from actually Pookie and actually Ray Ray.
Okay. So Jeremy, what is your definition of Pookie?
My definition of a Pookie, just by the culture of the YouTube streets that I partake of, is a gentleman who likes to be with women, a lot of women, but doesn't have the quality to do so. Most likely, it's going to result in the woman having a child, which he is then going to negate obligation to.
Okay. So last night, shout out to Trey the Truth Teller.
Oh Lord.
Shout out to him. The link is in the description to his channel so that you can check out the content from last night. So let's get a very interesting piano. I will, because I always wake up at 3:15 in the mornings, right? And on the panel there was some gentlemen, and they were discussing our favorite Pookie of the space. Shouts out to Jay Prince for president. Okay.
Jay Prince isn't my favorite anything.
Whoopty bam.
Whoopty bam. Okay. So he was up there, and there was Angry Man and Beans and a few other people there. We're gonna look at the clip, and they were discussing what a Pookie was, and it was kind of nifty, but I pulled out a part that I wanted to talk about, because I didn't know how you dress will identify you as a Pookie. It got interesting. Okay, y'all ready? Let's
get it.
What the debauchery was.
Well, does that fit with me? Because I got plenty of attention, Jay Prince. I got plenty of attention. The same way.
Still hang around.
The same way. Whoa. The same way you dropped out of high school, I dropped out of high school. The same way you toted pistols, I toted pistols. The same way you sold drugs, I sold drugs.
And so when you look at your aesthetics, right? You still look like a Pooky nigga. You still dress like a Pooky nigga. You still hang around the Pookies. You still have a damn near a wealthy Pooky life. We done seen a lot of niggas out the ghetto still that make a lot of money still.
So he said he still dressed like a Pooky.
What does a Pooky dress like?
That's the question.
A Pooky can have a 3-piece suit on.
That's a fact. I see a lot of them in Congress right now. They being accused for messing with the interns right now.
There's some Ray-Rays in Congress too, but
no. See, but if we gonna keep it funky, right? Y'all got to understand. Jay Prince has a very feminine mindset, right? He looks and judges people the same way women judge them. Right. It's like when a woman say, I don't like him because he ain't got on because he got Jordans on.
That's a fact, CEO. You too, Ricky.
Okay. CEO, why you not up here? You all in the chat.
Facts.
You about to get fined.
Tell him. Get him, sis. It is.
You about to get a whole fine.
Don't cut your computer on and get on up here.
This is the understanding that bothers me, right? The supposedly best of these people think a conversation with these type of people are actually worth having. Jay Prince, and we talked about this before. I commend Jay Prince for taking care of his children. You can't be mad at that, right? But then when you superimpose it that he has a mentality of a baby mama, you really understand it. Right? A baby mama, more than likely, the only reason she didn't do what she did to them kids is because she know every year she gonna get a check, and every month she gonna get a check. That's JP.
Dang it.
I believe on that very show with Trev, he was talking about his tax refund, right?
Yes. Yeah. So his mindset. Okay, you saying his mindset of what a Pooky is comes from the women that he's around or was raised by, like the feminine mindset is what he deems as Pooky.
No, it's what he chooses.
So he's choosing to adapt to that.
No, he every man chooses what they want to be. Everybody does.
Okay.
Everybody does. That's why, again, it's why it's just getting so redundant, right?
I'm sorry. I just saw
it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. I enjoy y'all. That's why I come here. You see what I'm saying? But I'm saying this is what I'm saying. Like, there's no excuses for nobody. Everybody try to put it on circumstances who raised you. If that's not what you want in life, you will make the changes.
Right. Yeah.
You will. And there's no excuse. Everybody got a sob story. Most people do. But other people choose to live some type of semblance life. Hey, have y'all seen that man apartment when he got kicked out?
Yeah.
He got babies living in that.
Yeah.
But they still keep considering this man word as something to be heard. You can't talk to me as a man. You can't, for real. You're a baby mama. You the same thing a baby mama is. You're a female with a penis. Dang. The same thing we talk about, how these women be using their kids for leverage and getting checks and just, that's him. And sympathy and da-da-da-da, that's him. But you see hundreds of people taking this dude. Oh, he don't. What the fuck is he talking about? I don't care what he talking about. What his life look like? But niggas just, again, as long as it sound good and look good, you gonna ride with it. Y'all got it with JP, bro. I can't do that one.
Yeah, it can get frustrating. Let's finish listening to what he had to say.
still doing some hood shit. You still operate. You still buying Polo, Nautica, and what the damn. These brothers, they become white men.
Now that's the part that can be confused about. Is there a dress code for a Pookie?
When did Nautica become?
He named because when he said Polo, I said, Lord Jesus, brother gonna have a fit.
Nah, I'm not. You see the
Is there a
prices of
dress
Polo?
code for Pookies?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's about maturity and sophistication. I do wear polo, and sometimes I wear some gaudy stuff with some loud colors, but I also have like sports jackets and dress shirts and ties that are also Ralph Lauren. So it's about when I go to a specific place, and it's about kind of knowing where you're going and what type of people you're going to be entertaining and all of that. But I just thought dressing was dressing. You knew how to do it or you didn't. You know, you might have been a thrift store level or something different, but putting this age bracket and limitations on the way someone expresses themselves through fashion is a little crazy. And it just shows me how people are not savvy when it comes to fashion. Fashion isn't about just names and shit. It's about boat shoes when you on a boat. It's about a raincoat when it's gonna rain and things like that. So, you know, knowing fashion and knowing the room you're gonna be in is very important. But just naming off labels to say that they're juvenile, I don't get the equation. But I could kind of, you know, understand how he's trying to frame it, but I don't agree.
Twisted Pup had a question. He said, "Can a man stop being a Pookie?"
Yes, as soon as he's ready.
Right, because you said it's a choice.
As soon as he's ready. You can change your life as soon as you're ready.
I agree.
And,
I agree with that.
And for JP to say that, I seen him in a suit too. Did that make him any less a Pookie?
That's a fact.
Right.
Men make the clothes don't make you.
That's a fact as well.
Most billionaires walk around in shirts with no names on it.
The Skechers on.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a dumb argument.
So what the hell? What does a non?
Hold on. Could you put Byron?
Yeah, I saw it too.
JP is a character of Dark knew he really not as slow as projected. If he's not as slow as projected, why is life so fucked up? Why? Something wrong with y'all.
I mean, and this is the conversation we having tonight, that the culture has become this, that you can give him the consideration and the necessary, like, dive into what he's saying. JP's deeper than how he appears, but yet no one else gets that consideration when it comes to certain areas of our culture and in the way we reflect on behaviors and so on and so forth. So I get the sentiment, but if it was equally all the way around, like equal opportunists or equal opportunity for everybody all the way around, I would be more in line with it. But I can't give JP a certain consideration that no one else gets. And that's the culture that we talking about. No one else gets that consideration, but we got to give it to JP.
Y'all love rewarding mediocrity.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Facts. And another thing too, before we get started, if you can give him grace, then why can't you give AD grace? Why is always a problem if he do something? Is it because you look down on J Prince, so you're okay to extend grace downward but not upward?
It's like I said before, bro. Right? It's like I said before, bro. Right? Imagine you got two sons, right? You got two kids. One handicap, right? And one's perfectly healthy. The perfectly healthy kid, every day he get dressed by himself, right? He lays, you lay both their clothes out, and every day the kid that's healthy get dressed by himself, right? The one day that handicapped kid put his pants on by himself, it's a celebration. Y'all gonna take him to Chuck E. Cheese.
That's on that.
Right? Yes. It's because he's so low that when he say something that half makes sense, y'all want to have a goddamn concert. Broke clock is right twice a day. But like I said, y'all enjoy the people that's on the bottom. Again, y'all glamorize that. Y'all look at that. What the one lady said, y'all like that shit because y'all think being poor is cool. Y'all think being destitute look good. But the people who do it every day, right? The people who make it their life is, oh, y'all just doing what you're supposed to do. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. I keep trying to tell you, the shit y'all need, y'all can't stand. Y'all can't stand it. It's like Flintstone vitamins. Y'all needed them, and y'all ran in the bathroom when y'all mama gave them to him and spit them in the toilet. He is not nobody to be quoting or thinking about.
Cod liver oil, bro.
But y'all, again, as most things, y'all give the wrong people platforms. Y'all give the wrong messages platforms because it's different than you, right? Or maybe just like Jeremy said, y'all look at him as an idiot and looking at him make your life look better.
That part. That's what it is. Jeremy shed light. They extend grace down, but not up, like he said. And that was kind of the best part about it. But like, you know, we've been saying for a long time, you pick what kind of person you are. And that's what Ricky was alluding to, sis. Like, there's so many different types of men. There's gentlemen, there's scallywags, there's sailors, there's pirates, there's scavengers, there's bums, there's gangsters. All of these different titles is because you pick what type of man are you going to be. And then you fall in line and try to become that and then take what comes with it. So if you're a low life, be that. If you're a gentleman, be that. But that's what, you know, bro is alluding to, that you make that choice first. And if bro didn't make that choice, or if the choice he chose was dependency, and like he said, you know, resonating with how single women maneuver, then it is what it is. We get in the remnants of what we see. But like he said, who's listening to this? And that's what I said a couple weeks ago. Like, is it okay to tap out in the listening part in some of these aspects? Like, some of these people I just can't listen to. And talking to some is like a brick wall. So how do you
could you highlight Lady D's comment, please? Lady D. The problem is you niggas kiss. So listen. Oh my God. So a man sitting on food stamps and SNAP and aid and Section 8, right? Waiting to get a handout from the government is standing up to the government.
That's crazy.
Shut your stupid ass up, Lady D.
That's crazy.
Hope your fucking thumbs fall off.
Wow. I don't think anybody up here deserved that right there. That was wow.
You people are fucking disgusting. And y'all, this is what I'm saying. Y'all don't see the fucking problem because it's you.
The best of us, Rick. The best of us outweigh the worst of us.
Because it's you.
You know, I like to retract my statement from last week. This culture is trash.
Damn, not last week, statement.
I keep trying to tell y'all people, hey, look, this is the problem with niggas, bro. This is the problem with niggas. You should know what's wrong with you. And y'all don't think nothing wrong with y'all, but y'all say dumb shit like that. You say dumb shit like that. Your goofy ass.
Yeah, she's being weird. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the clip. Stop being weird, Lady D, whoever you
man, fuck that bitch, man.
Or not.
Start calling this shit what it is. What my bro said. Fuck that bitch.
Or not. Let's get to it. Or not.
Oh, it's going to be one of those nights. Okay.
I blame you, Red.
Sick of these niggas, man.
Look at Red.
Petty Red fault.
Yo. Police.
I mean, this is the community. Let's let it all out. It's like a saw. We gotta see We got to see it. We got to pour the peroxide on it. So let's get to it. Come on, community, chime in the chat.
When you bring JP into the mix, this was what happened.
Oh yes. Let's
Oh,
move out the
This is these niggas standards though. This they standard. That's why they relate to it so well.
Yeah.
Talking about y'all got all this standards and this and that, and I won't, but JP steadily fucking.
Yeah.
but I kissed the white man.
Making babies.
JP steady fucking.
Right.
Fact.
Yeah.
But we over here kissing white man ass because we got 401k and being at a job and making businesses.
Right?
No, you a simp, Jeremy. You're a simp.
I am, because I only got one woman, right? Yeah, got it.
Damn.
Nah, it's fine. I'll be
a simp forever fucking with you niggas, bro.
Love you, baby.
I'm cool with it.
It's fine.
I'm cool with
anniversary, Mrs. Harris.
Yeah.
Garbage ass people.
Y'all like this shit.
That's crazy.
Okay, y'all ready?
Or are you asking what a Pooky look like? I mean, what is a non-Pooky? Okay.
Like, what does a non-Pooky look like within the black community?
A non-Pooky look like an imitation of a white man.
An imitation of a white man?
How long? Let me explain it to you.
We know
black butler. I call them butlers. They try to emulate. Their voice changes. They care. They change their name, bro. They look like a false imitation of a white man. You got to keep in mind a lot of them dudes that's in corporate and stuff. Their attire got to change. Their whole life changes.
Let me understand. Let me clarify this right here. Hold on, Nidish. So let me make sure I got this understood. Very understood, right? So to be black is to be Democrat and to be a Pookie. That's the only way that you can be black.
I think the Pookies is the one that put black people on the map. How long? Let me substantiate this.
So we established what the Pookies are, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says Pookies are the ones that put the black culture on the map.
The what?
The black
Pookies
culture
put what?
The black
culture on the map.
Say that again.
The black culture on the map. Ricky gonna beat me up.
No, I just I'm just saying, right? I keep making these points in these conversations and people act like they don't hear me.
Right.
It's not a community. There's no community. It's the culture. Right? What watch this, right? Mm-hmm. JP just said that the Pookie is what put black culture on the map. So y'all give me this. What do stud lesbians dress like?
Like a b-boy. Oh, did I say that right? The b-boy, like the with the cap, and
what JP say? Polo shirts.
Yeah.
That's a fact. A New York hat.
Yeah, they dress like the Pookie.
Right. So my question is this, right? How do y'all as a culture believe y'all could judge good men when y'all don't even know what a good man is? Y'all example, the one y'all exert, right? The one y'all imitate is a fucking Pookie, right? Mm-hmm. Or I should say their idea of a Pookie, right?
Right.
So if that's the man that everybody aspires to be, that's your good man, right? Mm-hmm. So they keep having a conversation about how men this and that, when the men that ain't shit, y'all make them hot.
Right.
That's y'all preference. So much so that a lesbian who's attracted to women will dress like the so-called Pookie, right? Braided up, dreads, right? Tight, right?
Right.
Y'all think the men a problem when it's really y'all perception of y'all men that's the problem. But I digress.
And I think we kind of addressed that last time when we were talking about this conversation, like who's actually promoting the the worst of us, right? In the sense, like we put the quote unquote Pooky behavior on the forefront. So, I mean, okay, here we go. Shouts out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe, and support the channels. Shouts out to CEO for
She want attention. I'm gonna give her some. Get a drummer song.
I was trying to ignore it, man.
I'm gonna get a drummer song. This is what these goofies want. Give them the attention they want.
That's a fact.
Oh Lord. Lady D, I hope you having a great day, man.
Man, I mean, hey, young Dro on that hoe. Fuck that bitch, bro.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you here with us.
And we appreciate you.
No. There you go.
And don't be in my DMs later either, bitch.
Whoa.
That part right there.
Emotional damage. Oh.
I'm tired of these niggas, bro. I'm tired of these niggas. I'm tired of these niggas. I'm not gonna fake like I'm tired of these niggas.
Wait till tonight.
You ain't black, you a nigga, Lady D. You's a nigga, bitch.
Whoa.
Damn. Listen. They exist.
Hey man, Southern playlist of Cadillac bumping music.
Need to start calling people. I listened to what my brother said last week. We need to start calling people what the fuck they are.
That's a fact. Honesty is the best policy, bro. It's the best policy.
Indeed. Make sure y'all support the channel. Hit the super chat and the memberships. We need 14 memberships. Shouts out to CEO for hitting the cash app. Thank you, CEO. That's a part of your fine because you ain't up here. You know where you belong.
Bitch, you ain't cried in 20 years with your evil ass.
Jesus. These are stick names.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
Oh man.
Anyways,
Lady D, I think you should chill out, Lady D.
I mean, somebody got Jay Prince's information, so we can get them to you. It's not a big deal. That's what you want.
Lord,
that's probably what it is.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Say that.
Oh, wait a minute. Her name is Lady D Flo. Is that Flo? Is that
Easy now.
Uh-oh.
Do your calculations out loud.
Hey, love always wins, goddammit.
Ain't that what his ex-wife name is?
I know love will
find
a way.
Love always wins, goddamn.
There we go.
When you think about all of the wealth in the black community and the influence, it came from the Pookies. We started rap. Come on, can I substantiate it? Through our pain, bro. You gotta let somebody substantiate it, dude. I'm just trying to beat up,
bro. That's some bullshit.
So you gotta let somebody.
Pookie did not put no motherfucking black people on the map, man.
So before P Smurf went off on him, he was trying to say that it was the Pookies doing the rapping stuff, that rapping about their pain and all the stuff they're going through that helped put black people on the map. So was it the Pookies that were doing the rapping? I don't know. Y'all telling me.
I mean, like I said, sis, this is a hard conversation to keep up with. But if I gotta make sense of it again, I just was talking about this on Saturday. It's niggas, and then there's brothers, and then there's black men. Like it's a difference. And if I had to agree, I would say, yeah, soon as Dr. Dre's The Chronic and Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, grabbed the whole of rap, because I remember rap when it was, like I said, Native Tongue, Jungle Brothers. It was about teaching, education, right, Afrocentricity. But around 90-something, Dr. Dre hit that Chronic, and Snoop Dogg hit that Doggy Style, and maybe they are Pookies. Maybe they are niggers. I can't say. I'm not from the West. That's why I was trying to make sense of it. So maybe they are niggers, and they kind of set it in motion, in my opinion. So
isn't that what NWA stands for?
niggas with attitudes.
Yeah.
Well, proof's in the pudding.
So JP has a little validity there, right? When he said that.
I mean, yes and no, because again, rap started way before NWA did it. It started in the East Coast, and it was about improvement and empowerment. When they got a hold of it, they kind of niggerized it and did some other shit with it. So, I guess yes and no, but it started out organic and insightful and educational, and then it kind of changed to something when it went to the West Coast. So you guys let me know.
I mean, the way you broke it down on Saturday, though, it was like a perfect plan in motion. Because we also had the black entertainment that was positive on TV get shut off simultaneously. So
right.
Something was going on. So maybe rap got hijacked too by niggas.
Right.
And see, and that's the next part we're gonna talk about. Let's finish it because we're gonna get because I have some questions about the next part we're gonna talk about.
Get him, Smurf. Tell him, Smurf. Tell him, Smurf.
All that jealousy.
Shit.
Yes, they did. So here's
that shit, bro.
Just because you loud and wrong though.
He's speaking fast right now. I'm not saying everything, JP.
So let me. I'm finna substantiate it. When it comes to rap. When it comes to rap, when it comes to gangster movies, hold on.
Smurf,
when it comes to rap,
David and Moses was the street, Smurf.
Okay, he was not gonna let him finish. So he was trying to say, like, with the movies, like the New Jack City, what's that one thing you was telling me about, the Juice movie? What's that with movies? The ones you said I gotta watch because I took my black card.
Boys in the Hood, South Central, so on and so forth. Yes.
So those movies and rap and stuff and the music is what people gravitate to, is like they try to emulate those things in other countries. So does he have a point there?
I mean, slightly, sis, but again, like I alluded to Saturday, before that, it was Kid and Play. I don't know if you know who Kid and Play was, but Kid and Play was like these dancers. They had cartoons, movies, like they were the biggest thing going. And that was the time. It was about having fun. It was about being proud of being black, and it was about dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of changed with that music. It started to become more about gangsta and a more machismo and bravado. Again, rap has always been about being braggadocious. You brag about the DJ, you brag about your skills as an MC. But when they start bragging about how many people they shot, it started to become different. Now everybody is starting to gravitate towards it. And again, that's why I kind of picked that out, because everybody was talking about dancing and having fun and being black and loving their brothers and sisters before then. When they started that, and they did, like D said, they did have some educational shit inside their music, but a lot of it was about guns and niggas and bitches and all the rest of that stuff. So it's, he does have some validity there, but he's acting like rap was non-existent until then, and they kind of started it and set the trajectory off, and it wasn't like that. They kind of changed the trajectory.
Okay.
Right. And I also say I find it very ironic how all rap gotta be about the struggle, yet you guys claim that we're not a monolith. How's that possible? You say we're not a monolith as black culture. You say that everybody's individual, everybody's different, but yet when we sit here and say rap is more than just the negative connotation, the bad stories, you say we're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible? So are we all the same, or are we not all the same? Make it make sense.
Okay, good point. Okay, so I have a question. Who's more dangerous, the people doing wrong or the people defending it? Who is more dangerous, the people doing wrong or the people defending it?
You want to go ahead first, Mr. He said?
Sure. If I gotta pick, the people defending it. Wrong always gonna be wrong. That's the part that you guys have, kind of always led with, not you guys on the panel, I mean, you know, the opposition and popular culture has always led with, this is gonna be, Mr. He said, shut the fuck up, Mr. He said. Why are you telling these people what to do? This is always gonna be, and that's what I'm kind of coming to see, that this is always gonna happen. I'll get into it later. But the people who defend it, it's the silence, the people who say nothing on your watch. Like I always say, when I go to the Most High, the last thing I want is for him to have a TiVo remote like, this you? Boop. What did you do right here? Like, boop. Just explain this. And that's, you know, I don't ever want to be like, I just sat idly by and did nothing when insensitivity was happening, when injustice was happening. And that's, you know, kind of where I wavered. But I don't see everybody else taking that stance. I actually see them taking the opposite. You can't tell anybody anything. Don't say anything to him. Why are you talking to them? Mind your business and all of that. And that just makes the fire grow bigger. And that's what's happening. The world is kind of burning, in my opinion. And I don't want that. So I kind of want to, you know, extinguish the fires whenever I can. And it just doesn't seem like a lot of people share that mindset. A lot of people would like to see the world burn, and mission accomplished.
So I will play the part of the contrarian tonight. So I'm gonna say that people doing wrong are actually more dangerous. I think that it's impossible to amplify something that you don't have. So if we don't have the example of wrong, then we can't amplify it. So just like the creator content conversation we had last week about, if you put it out, are you responsible for the reactions of it? I do think that as a content creator, you are responsible for what you put out. And I do believe that if a serial killer kills a lot of people, then they killed those people. Now, if people want to like write letters to them, love letters to them, and say they want to be with them and stuff like that, well, they needed the action first. Ted Bundy.
Absolutely. Great point.
I don't agree.
Let's go, bro.
I'm just playing contrarian tonight.
No, do your thing.
No, I'm done.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, again, if we are adults, we got to understand there's going to be some bad folks out there. Right? I can play and wish shit didn't happen, but that's life. It happens, right? But how can I put this? When your baby used to write, if your baby wrote on the wall, right? Would you, or your baby touched a hot stove, would you cheer?
No.
Why not?
No.
It's a harmful act.
It's harmful. Absolutely. It's not conducive.
Right. But why? Right? You wouldn't cheer because it would encourage that bad behavior.
That's true.
Right? That's what people do when, JP, y'all encourage his stupid behavior. Right? There's no reason for him to come out his means because everybody agrees with me. That's the biggest thing with social media that y'all say y'all point out that y'all don't want to bring up in conversations. Y'all cheerlead bullshit. Y'all cheerlead bullshit. Y'all quicker to support a stranger than y'all would your own people. What's the saying they got going around all the time, Sean? Hey, success is not going to come from the people you know, right?
That's what they say.
Y'all encourage bullshit. Those are the most dangerous. Hey, it's always going to be danger in this world. That's how it goes. We here. Right? But the people that encourage it and puts it into these people's mind, just like these kids that's doing these mobs and breaking into stores, right? Oh, don't arrest the kids. They're just kids, right?
Oh no, I think they should get arrested. That's just me.
That's you. Is that the masses? Right?
No.
Because if you break it, if kid break into your house and you shoot them, what you hearing on the news?
Yeah, I was the one in the wrong. Yeah, if we came into my house.
Y'all know about, hey, Jeremy, and I quote, y'all know about growing up in the hood. He was just stealing. He wasn't here to hurt nobody.
No, sir. I don't know nothing about growing up in the hood. I was country. I don't have no correlation with that.
Jeremy said, I do not.
I rebuke. Don't know nothing about that. But I will say this though. The social media context is a good point, but at the same time, you remember when they had the slow buses and they had the slow classroom and they separated us not based upon like the fact that somebody acted a certain way, but because they literally could not compute the same way. They would agree with things just because it was said. That's what social media is now. There are no sections, there are no different rooms. Everybody's in the same room, so they're going to gravitate to the lowest level possible. So while I can agree that yes, people saying or amplifying the message is good, at the same time, this is not an actual reality. Social media, it is an amalgamation of stupidity, because the crowd as a whole, even when we have a whole crowd, the IQ of the crowd goes down. So if you got the kids from the special class also in there, then it goes down.
Right. And I don't disagree with that. Right. But for you to even, again, like these people in the chat, for you to even agree with that, that means you on their level of understanding. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Especially when it's some nonsense. Is that fair?
That's fair. I mean, some people in the chat just lying. Simon, why are you in the chat just lying? Why?
Simon in the back, but he can't come up because he's not on camera.
Yeah, that's crazy. And he in the chat lying. We talk about the parents all the time, Simon, just because we're not talking about them tonight. Right now, specifically. But we talk about, if you don't, then you just being obtuse. And
I got a whole series on mothers. What are you talking about?
You know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy. And you've been around since day one. You and your
You talking about parents on Saturday.
Right? That's just crazy. It's just
crazy. I'm paying Simon no attention. Okay.
No, I'm just saying people gonna do wrong, right? But again, if shame was really involved and consequences were really involved, that person doing wrong would be handled, right? That's not the case no more, right? Again, you got thousands of people jonesing this person up like they know what they talking about, but you wouldn't trade your life for theirs in a second. You wouldn't trade your life for a second. So if that person ain't doing what y'all, this is so sad. It's so sad when you think about it. It really, I'm telling you, it's over with. Y'all think it's a game. It's over with. It's so over. It's so over with.
So getting to some of the things that was said in the last clip, who defines the culture? The best of us or the loudest?
No, that's easy.
The majority.
It's the loudest. It's never the best
the
of us.
Majority. Stop. We need to stop lying. The majority of niggas is losers.
Oh Lord.
I mean, guess what? All we got to do is put a microphone on our phone and go out and ask somebody else, because this question is kind of like, are you a good husband or a good wife to me? You can't answer that. So we would have to go to other people and say, do you see the best of the black culture or the worst of the black culture? Like, what's your perception? And then they give insight, because it's about perception. And we can't control somebody's perception of us. This is why I said a long time ago, we kind of looking like Catholic priests out here. Like, it's an uphill battle when you talk about us. We ain't on the better side of the conversation. When people go home and talk about you, it's another show I did. When they go home, they talk about you. What you think they say? I ran into this black girl at the store today. I saw this black family at the restaurant today. What's the rest of them 3 dots? Because I know how I tip. I know how I behave. I know what color my wife is and my car is. All of the shit that I say that y'all think is just me being just blovious. It's not. When they go home, they say something about you. What are they saying about you and your outfit and your what do you call that shit they have on their hair and the shit that they have on their hands and the shit that they have on their eyes? What are they saying about you? And this is perception. And we can't control that. All we can do is be us, govern ourselves accordingly, protect ourselves at all times.
And prove the stereotype incorrect. The simple fact that there's a stereotype that we have to overcome should let y'all know what it is. I don't understand this. I don't get it. As soon as y'all see a chick with a bonnet on a video on Instagram, what y'all thinking? hood rat. Y'all see a dude on Instagram in some skinny jeans and a Pooh Shiesty mask. What's the first thing y'all think?
YN.
Yeah, he's YN.
We are the minority within our own demographic. Most niggas still in the hood. I'm not saying there's no good people in the hood. I'm not saying that.
That's a fact.
But y'all know the mentality. It's the reason why you don't want to live in the hood.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk about that too.
I mean, how do you win, sis? If you put on a suit, you look like Sir Hale. You heard how he was being talked to one night.
Right.
You just get ridiculed just because you got on a suit. People think they supposed to listen to you just because you got on a suit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you know what you can't win. It's really hard, and that's all we saying is this uphill battle. I don't want to have to fight it with my significant other. I know how the world perceives me, and this is kind of how I've been with this young lady for 21 years married today.
That's right. Talk to him.
Watch the world, like how they receive me, how they perceive me, and I'm not like that. Like this man ain't like this man. This man is devoted. This man loving, but y'all see him as this gangster, this thug, because he got a scar on his face and he got a beard, y'all, whatever the case may be. And it's not just me. This is my brothers. This is fathers. This is husbands. This is friends. And sometimes we don't deserve it. Like this young lady going crazy in the chat, like where'd that come from? Some shit you could say, but some shit is just like, we kissing? Where'd that come from? No evidence, just bloviation. And you know, it really gets disheartening. And like bro say, it's like who wants to continue to fight this uphill battle with what Fantastic says, the no, can't, won't, and don't crowd. No matter what we do, we're always going to be, you know, summed up in those boxes. And when it comes to dressing, no matter if I put on a jersey, whether I put on a suit, I can't win. So you know,
right. See,
luck, fella.
It's crazy, right? Because a responsible black man, right? You're not rich, you're doing too little, according to the ladies, right? But if you do a lot if you take care of your wife, you're doing too much, according to the men.
Right.
You're simping, right?
We're simping.
Right? It's never us. I keep trying to tell you, it's never nobody on the panels. It's never them. Everybody on YouTube make $100K a year.
Facts.
Everybody knows somebody that's a hoe, but it was never their girl. Every woman know what it feel like to be cheated, but ain't never been cheated on, never put up with it, never took it.
Yeah.
Y'all liars, bro. That's all y'all do is lie. Y'all wake up looking for a lie to tell. Thinking y'all gonna get something out of life and y'all lie. All y'all do is lie.
Me too, Tio.
I'm broke, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the
Tio.
Shout out to the brokies.
Like I said, man, y'all got it though, bro. Y'all got it. Y'all got it all figured out. This y'all time. What y'all doing with it?
And to piggyback off of, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Uncle Rick. I'm like, they ain't doing much with it. That's for sure. No. Go ahead, Jerry.
To piggyback off of what Mr. He said just a few minutes ago. So there is a so-called blackness, and to not belabor the point, there was a conversation about why do you fix your man a plate, the black man a plate in particular. And to make a long story short, the older lady said that the reason why she did that is she wanted to show some type of respect to her man. It was the least that she could do to make him feel like he was still a man. There was a question posed in the chat that pretty much said something along the lines of the black man being quiet about the community. And my only response to that would be this. So what reason would he speak loudly about something if he can't even get the respect at home? Because that's what the main issue is, right? If we want to really break it down, y'all don't know how to handle a man. That's why you keep losing them. That's how you keep getting worked over by them. That's how good men turn bad, and then they end up turning you into bad, and then we keep making bad. You don't know how to handle them. You don't understand that we fight the world all day, and all we want is a little respect from the one person in the world that we do it all for.
Yeah. Okay.
How dare you, Jerry? You doing it for her, you're gonna have to do it for yourself anyway. That's what they tell us now.
That's what they say, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, a good dude can't win for losing, bro.
Nah.
You can't win.
The only thing that makes a difference is the lady. The lady is the one who lets you know you winning.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies, do your man know he a winner?
Yes.
I'll wait.
There you go.
Yeah. I tell him all the time.
Why you think we get so excited when Uncle Rick get his plate doing the show? Come on, man, because there's somebody that got his back. My wife just said, "Hey, what do you want to eat? I'm gonna make it so that I can put it in the oven when you get out there where it'll be hot for you." Like, come on, man, Mister. He said, "Get the place too." Like that stuff right there matters.
Yeah,
it puts the fuel in the tank. It keeps us going. It lets us know that what we do is not for naught.
Right.
But y'all don't want to hear me. I'm only 11
that
years
goes to your question you said about the question in the chat. Speak loud for what? Y'all don't listen? You don't listen? Y'all listen to JP. Y'all listen to Cam Newton. Y'all listen to Nick Cannon. Y'all listen to Future.
Lady, you keep on focusing on them children. Keep on focusing on them children. That's good.
She's a feminist.
Oh, you say you don't have one?
We know.
Oh, well.
We know.
Oh, we know. We can tell. We can definitely tell, sis. We can
You
tell.
typing with your broke ass thumbs. We know.
The story writes itself.
We can tell, baby.
We know. You probably got a girlfriend with your nasty ass.
I tried. Man, forget it. You got
bumping them little things together.
The Byron says it's not a requirement though. I cook too.
It's a requirement. Hey, my love language is, do you know how to cook?
Okay. Yeah, it depends on what you requiring. Not most
Yeah,
a lot of men don't
crazy.
require.
That's how mine got me.
Okay.
When I walked in the house and I literally saw chicken feathers in the
That's
kitchen.
insane.
Come on,
that's
man.
crazy.
I saw
That's
chicken
insane.
feathers in the kitchen. I saw mashed potato peels in the trash. I never had.
I got a plate before I got some pussy.
Hey,
Facts.
hey,
And that's
look,
how it's supposed to be.
that's my mama told me that, baby. Look,
Y'all nasty
I'm
asses.
first before you give up a plate before you give. These women, they give up the coochie before they make a sandwich.
Facts. And then say,
You
go
gotta
get me
plate.
some McDonald's.
When I met my girl, she was trying to feed me. You hear me? Shit, fuck you talking about?
Mine
I'm gonna
makes
sit
me
right here,
now.
quiet in my masculinity, because my wife broke up. So I'm gonna sit quiet.
Talk.
Mister, he said, I'm gonna flex for you because
I
I
know,
know
Tio, you
y'all
goddamn
gonna go
right.
out there to that garden and pick that fresh stuff and bring it in.
Like,
Come on.
You goddamn right, Tio.
Who got a garden in their house?
First thing that lady should be asking you, how you doing? You ate today?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Are you hungry? I'm mad at you
Did
still
you
though,
eat
but
yet?
have you eaten?
Looking at, you know what I'm saying?
When you come
Let
home,
me take
he
off
should-
your coat,
he should
your
smell-
coat,
he
your
should
coat.
smell
You better say
when he come drive up, when he pull up in the driveway, he should smell the food just cooking.
that feeling is unmatched.
Yes, y'all
crazy.
Y'all
Talking about
get it
she
together,
ain't
ladies.
gotta cook. She can't live here. Shit.
My son told my wife, he said, why do you always cook so much steak? And she said, because your daddy like it. Because your daddy
So
like
easy.
it.
It's so easy too. That's what's crazy. It's so easy. If you like your dude, it's easy. If you
That's
like
the
him.
key word. If you like him, and the problem is these ladies, they don't like them.
It's a thin line.
They don't like them.
I mean, and again, the culture, like the fellas don't even hear when we say that. They don't hear that. They hear something about them. Like, I don't even know what y'all hear, fellas. It's not about y'all. If she's not into you, she's not into you.
Right.
You just gotta find somebody that's in line with what you putting down. But we ain't saying nothing about you. It's about the facts. And if she's not into you, man, that reciprocation, that consideration, that benefit of the doubt is certain things you just not gonna get because she not into you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they got to a back and forth about the culture. It got interesting. So let's check that out, and then we're going to get into the main topic for tonight. The main topic is...
Hey, Lady D, you ain't got shit to show for it, huh?
No! She said, how many years have we wasted doing that, and what do you ain't on the show for it.
You ain't got shit to show for it, huh? You ain't even got no man.
Lady D, stop.
You don't have nothing to show for it.
What the gentleman are trying to say that
she was giving away to get nothing.
Lady D, stop.
Hey, what the panel is trying to say that your investment portfolio is showing an ROI of 0. You might need to diversify your portfolio.
Pussy trash. Take your pick, bitch.
Your 401k is failing.
So, y'all know what I say, that they are the worst drug dealers ever because they got the re-up right between their legs and they still hustling backwards. So again, you know, it's wild that, you know what, I digress.
You need to treat it like oil. You need to treat it like oil reserves, only a little bit at a time. Don't flood the market.
Talk to him, Ash. Shit, they don't hear you. Either your pussy or your cooking or both is trash, bitch.
You have flooded the market with bologna sandwiches and coochie.
That's crazy work.
That's great. That's a crazy ratio.
That's crazy.
Your chicken is horrible and it's like throwing a hot dog down the highway, bitch. Which one is it?
That's crazy.
Do you know you're a little whore?
I'm gonna leave it alone. My bad,
you muted, Mr. He said,
but I mean everything I said tonight.
Yeah. Let's be fair. How many degrees you got, and do you own your house, and do you have
dogs?
A car? Right, there you go. And you got a little Shih Tzu and all that. Like run down your.
Or she has a very big dog and a lot of peanut butter in her house.
Oh shit! Not the peanut butter with the dog. La.
You don't respect your butthole because anybody can dig in it, and they.
Yeah, made me tell my whole studio. That's crazy.
Like nobody can hear none of this stuff.
Need this attention, Nino. She wants this attention.
Yeah, this is
She wants this attention, Nino. We're gonna give it to her.
Yeah, she picked the right name.
You listen, Nino. She's been acting up ever since the show started.
But I digress. Let's move on. I'm gonna leave her alone.
Okay.
It's impacted the show. I apologize.
So now they get into the conversation about the culture. So this one got interesting. So I got some questions, and then we're gonna move into our main topic: is do we save the culture or do we separate from it? Okay, here we go.
This is on a government website. This is something that half you niggas don't even know about because you niggas are dumb. And if you feel like I'm talking to you, whatever. This is a Congress website, Bill HR 4637, and it reads, this is something that they hid from us. So when they say they stole from us, it's right here in black and white, but we don't read. HR 4637, historically, the Muskogee Creek Nation were comprised of a confederacy of separate towns, tribes, and people. Each town was a complete governmental unit in of itself. Among these people were the Yamasee or Jamasee, who were reported to have immigrated from Africa prior to the European discovery of America. Hold on, we're gonna keep going. As colonists, and eventually non-indigenous Americans began to inhabit this area. Talking about the people that they brought from Africa because we were already over here. That's a whole nother conversation. These new residents sought to civilize the Creek Nation in ensuing decades of the United States continuously and repeated attempted to impose, often by force, its customs, economy, and religion and political structure of indigenous groups such as the Creek Nation. Is right there in black and white. Now, what the hell are you talking about?
That's what I've been trying to say this whole fucking time.
Awesome. So I'll explain it, right?
Hold on. So does that prove? Oh no. Does that prove that what we're doing right now is not our true culture? Yes or no?
No. Get the fuck. All right.
It don't.
So let me.
Black and white don't.
So remember when we was having a conversation with Beans last week, and he was saying that our culture is American culture. Remember he was saying.
I remember that.
Well, what do y'all think about what's been said so far? With Mont and Trey, do you think that everything that we some of us was already here and some of us came over? Do you think that we just adopted what the vanilla man gave us and made it out? And I think I asked that question too. Did we just make it our own? We took what they gave us and made it our own.
That's a good question. I don't really have an answer for that one. I don't know.
I mean, we absolutely adopted some things. Now we not gonna ignore that, but I kind of equate it to cocaine and crack. Cocaine is cocaine, but when you add that baking soda and you put it in the pot, you let that joint bubble up, that's when you get that other stuff. And it's like we've invented that crack with the culture. Yeah, it was purified and we got it as the raw, but we kind of we took it in another direction. And if I have to concede to that first point, I will. We did adopt some things, gangs, violence, using it to settle differences, debauchery. Okay, I'll accept that. But we kind of added the baking soda and put a whole nother spin on it and made it like sensational for the consumer. And this is kind of why we sit here. It's more of an advertisement. Like this shit has become advertisement, whether it's us doing it ourselves and we're self-advertising and perpetuating, or it's the perception that other cultures get from us and then they spread it throughout the world as cancer and make it our identity. So, either way, we're on the very short side of the stick with this, but I guess if I had to accept it, I could, but I would have to make sense of it as that. It was adopted, but at the same time, we kind of put a spin on it that was just unique, and now it's sensationalized.
This is crazy. So this is the thing, right?
This is crazy, man.
I can't believe how it is that even when y'all getting black and white historical content,
black and white ain't been lying about our history.
I get
They've been stealing our history.
Ooh, Lord,
That's a lot of back and forth.
A lot of voices going on at one time. I would lose my mind. I would have been clicked that button off so fast. I could not be on that panel.
I mean, but again, sis, like notice that whoever's sitting back and not participating in that, like maybe Beans, maybe he's not doing nothing. I'm not sure if that's a screenshot or whatever, but I'm gonna notice the people who kind of sitting back. I believe Cellulite is kind of sitting back. I believe
Angry Man sitting back, yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna notice the people who are yelling back and forth, but I am also gonna notice the people who kind of like just chilling, like let them niggas, if that's what they do, y'all niggas do that. You know what I mean?
It sounds like me right now. Like, because I really, really want to hear what Mon had to say. So.
For years, bro. Y'all cool.
This is the thing. I understand what y'all saying.
We gotta go to white man for our history.
They're saying that because white people are the origin of some pieces of culture that we have, right?
Who said that? No, that's not it.
That's what
Who
you
said that? No, man.
Let me explain it, right?
So let me just get a consensus from y'all. So Mont's not saying that? Because that's what I thought he was kind of saying too. That's what I kind of
you can't really tell because everybody talking at one time. He can't get a full thought out because everybody was like cutting him off and stuff. So you can't even hear what he want to say.
Okay.
So y'all not saying that white people, that what we have right now is a transformation of white culture? Yes.
Okay, so they're saying, like what Bean said on the show last week, that the culture that we have now is just a transformation of white American culture. So let's leave that
Shout
there.
out to my brother Arshawn. He alluded to that too. That's what he was alluding to too. Arshawn.
Wait, what? Could you repeat that?
There, so like, remember last week when Bean said that black culture that we have is a white American culture. It's an American culture. It's not it's black culture, and that's what he's addressing. Go ahead.
So how could the black man how could the Pooky put the black man on the map then?
We're about to get okay. So that's where we're about. That's where we get.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's a great point, and that was one of the questions. I was like, see, they not. I guess they so busy bickering back and forth. That would have been the perfect question to ask.
Right. So is it selective recognition? People recognize what they want, and they want to recognize negativity with black people and yada yada yada. So
let's see if Mont can get his full thought out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Keep going.
I understand your point, right?
Yeah.
My thing is, you're not giving black people our credit for our creativity
because we never said it was the origin.
I'm sorry. I'm talking. Let me finish real quick. Y'all not giving us credit for what we were able to do and create for our creativity and our and what we're able to do with nothing. That is what black people are. That's what we do. It doesn't matter what you give us. We will create something new from what we had.
We agree.
Okay,
that's fine, man. That's fine. No one never said it was
y'all let white people steal your culture because they put it in the
But it seems like it seems like you intentionally skipping a step, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this: if I design the underwear and then I put the underwear,
they put it in a white man's book, we gotta believe it.
I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Wait, I want to hear.
Listen, Mont, if I design these underwear and then I put you in the under, I say I'm Calvin Klein, then I put you on the billboard in front of the underwear. Technically, you're the one selling the underwear because I put you in it. Everybody looking at you, and ain't like how you looking anywhere. So everybody want to emulate you. They're not necessarily emulating me; they're emulating you, right? Because they saw you in underwear, but it was my idea.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? It was my creation. It's my thing.
Oh, what do y'all think about that? What do you think about how he explained that?
Are people that stupid?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Yeah. People are. Bless y'all hearts. Bless your hearts.
Apparently, that was the.
I mean, that's just advertisement. Again, this is, and that's, like this. Why I say are people that stupid is because, again, we talk about the degrees we got and how we went to school, and if we don't understand that there's marketing, that there's models, that there's advertisement, that there's something called a demographic, like there's a certain target of people you're trying to target. And you do that with these things. And if we don't understand that this is going on, we just see Marky Mark selling the drawers, and we think, no, we know Calvin Klein made the drawers and Marky Mark is the model selling them. So again, if people are this stupid, bless y'all hearts. I see why nobody don't want to be with y'all. I wouldn't want to be with nobody that's goddamn stupid.
No, Mr. He said no. That's how marketing works. They rely on the stupidity of people.
Yeah.
So it has to work.
I mean, and I thought that's
how they get people to buy. Yeah.
Because some people want to be smart. Not everybody want to be stupid. That's why we're here. Some people want to break cycles. Some people want to make better decisions or different decisions. Not everybody want to be stupid. And we here talking to them. But when they get so selfish and think everybody's talking to them, it kind of solidifies Beans' point. Like, y'all are just selfish and not smart. And that's a horrible combination.
That's why so many girls buy the same dress. And then once they get it, they're like, it don't fit me the way it fit her. You bought it because you liked how it looked on her. You didn't buy it based off of your own body type. You just bought it because you saw her in it. Same thing.
Shouts out to Jeremy for joining the show because he's talking about women buying clothes.
That's great.
It's the truth. Sorry.
You about to get
Lord Jesus.
You should not be talking about stuff you don't know what you're talking about.
You right. I'm sorry. I don't know nothing about nothing.
You right though. You right though.
That's crazy.
All right, you go.
Shout out to Lady D.
Don't get us started again, y'all.
She's still
Yeah,
going.
Nino said stop. Nino said leave her alone. Nino
Okay,
said let that go.
All right, here we go.
That they're buying, and not only that, I'm profiting off of it way more than you are.
But here's the
That's
thing.
why I put it on you. You see what I'm
Here's the
saying?
thing, right?
Completely understand that point.
Hold on, Angry Man. Let me say this one last thing. I promise you got it, because I just want to get this out the way.
Hey, look, Angry Man about to lose his mind. He's about to lose his mind because he can't. Every time he try to talk, and somebody jump in. Lord have mercy. He said he's doing good. He's doing good. He didn't crash out. He did good.
I quit. That's how I know. After reading that and Mutt said what he said, I quit. Go ahead, baby.
Thank you for this conversation, because I just looked this up. This is something I didn't know.
Y'all keep saying, look it up. Who's telling it? Who's narrating this shit?
And Angry Man knew this because they are kind of studious. 85 to 95% of wealthy black people in America, that's 5 million or more network, built that wealth with no involvement, zero involvement from sports and entertainment. That just fucked me up, bro.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That's why I was trying to make y'all.
They is the entertainment.
Hold on, but talking about money, right?
They is the entertainment.
JP said they are the entertainment. Well, he said they is the entertainment. They are the entertainment. Is he right?
What are you talking about? What does he mean?
Okay, so
who is he referring to?
Because Bean said that the majority of the wealthy black people made their money without being what he said,
sports and entertainment,
stuff like that. And then JP said because they is the entertainment. Like I guess what he means, like content creators or the people that they show on the TV, reality TV people, is mimicking the people in the community. So does that mean that they are the entertainment?
Mimicking?
Mm-hmm. Because you have like now, because you have like the they have like the Bad Girls Club, right? You know that there's a white girls girls club, and they act and they talk, dress, hair, make everything like how the black girls had.
Yeah, but what that got to do with what Jay Prince said?
Because he's saying that they are the entertainment. They is the entertainment.
The majority of millionaires that made their money that didn't come from sports and entertainment are the entertainment.
That's what he's saying, that they are the entertainment.
So
because remember he said it was the Pookies that put the culture on the map.
That doesn't make sense. I know
it don't. I'm trying to make sense of it.
I definitely can't say I agree.
I'm trying to make sense of it too.
Because what he basically saying is that Beans' stats ain't shit. Or like the facts that he's saying ain't shit. That doesn't make sense. So I know I will have to say that Beans is usually factual, especially when he quotes a stat or something. So that doesn't make any sense. So again, but that's y'all litmus. So
it's like I'm trying to understand why he said because they is the entertainment.
Because he has to reinforce his stupid point. That's why.
Right. And that's right. That's what bro was talking about. Kind of he identifies with a certain archetype that is strong and wrong and needs to be right. And no matter what,
like a baby mother.
Evidence, right? No matter what evidence is presented, logical, factual, statistical, it's not going to
apply to that particular demographic. Absolutely. Even though Beans just explained that they don't get their money from sports and entertainment.
Absolutely. And it's mostly CEOs, engineers, so on and so forth, medical profession. It's just a lot of intellectual people, higher vibrational, that kind of cross that threshold. And that's what, I wouldn't disagree with when he say they are the entertainment or they is the entertainment. In what arena does he mean that they're cooning and buffooning and to get where they are or whatever the case may be? But again, to try to dive into what he's saying and make more sense of it is giving him more credit than he deserves, because he's not even thinking about it that deep. I'm doing a service for him going these layers down to try to make sense of this. So that's kind of what what bro was alluding to. So I kind of hear what he's saying, but I definitely wouldn't agree. I believe they are not the entertainment because, again, self-made, unique roads that they take, especially in the culture where either fucking or sports or entertainment is the way to go. So, you know, I kind of see trendsetters, I kind of see people who are visionaries and respect that, but not everybody.
Gotcha. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I was confused at why he said that, but anyway, that's why I was trying to make sense of it, but y'all help me out. Here we go.
We don't, because Beans, we wasn't talking about money. I thought we made that clear. It's not about
No. Here's the thing. Y'all saying you're not talking about money. Truth be told, you are.
No, we wasn't.
We're talking about culture.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it
Beans,
tomorrow.
it had nothing to do with money. It had everything to do with recognition.
Exactly what was said.
Beans, that's because you hate money, but this conversation is not about money. It's about culture.
It's all about culture.
Yeah, that's the fucking point, dumbass.
But you the one that brings up money, dumbass.
If you can hear it, bitch, nigga. If you
hold on, fuck, nigga. You talking about culture? You want to talk about money because your bitch ass don't like money. Because you a nigga that don't like the sex. Fuck ass nigga, pussy ass nigga, black ass nigga, broad ass nigga,
Why do you
hoe
like
ass
money?
nigga.
Your face not on that dollar bill.
Hold on, Jay Prince.
Your face ain't on that dollar bill. Why you like
What's
so
wrong
much?
with you? You niggas are crazy.
Absolutely, nigga. Absolutely, nigga.
No, look. Talk about being shoulders. The reason why I brought that up, hold on, Nightis. The reason why I brought that up, right, is because we're literally having a conversation about the culture, and we're saying that the culture is this thing that was sold around the world. But what I'm saying is, if you're trying to tell me that Jay-Z is more famous than not today, but just in general, historically, more famous than Martin Luther King, you're out of your fucking mind.
But
Right?
wait a minute.
Michael Jackson is.
But here's
Go
the
ahead,
thing.
go ahead.
Michael Jackson is.
This is why
His dad was a Pooky.
Is Michael Jackson more famous than Martin Luther King?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. 100%.
Yes.
I learned something new every day. Okay.
You see that clip I played on? Ask those people who killed Martin Luther King, the little babies. I bet you they can tell you who Michael Jackson is.
Yeah, most definitely.
They got people in India that's reacting to Thriller right now.
That's
Oh, wow.
Like
Aborigines know who Michael Jackson
Yeah,
is, and that's crazy.
out to get you. Like, what do you mean?
At least when we was younger, that's what I should say.
Right. Oh, goodness. Here we go.
God damn it, boy. I swear to God.
Disrespectful.
Y'all let these white people steal our culture. That's
real
crazy.
quick. Hey, Monk.
Leave Joe Jackson alone.
Monk. Hey, Monk.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, brother?
Hey, look, they is stressing my man AM out. Look, it's a
Yeah.
he
Hey,
trying
Isis,
to
now pass him the ball, y'all. Pass him the ball. That's crazy.
look, and you know he would have been crashing out right about now. He's doing so much better. That's crazy. Y'all can leave AM alone. Let that man talk.
I guess they stole the dreadlocks too.
So you telling me? Nah, they stole your teeth, nigga. That's what they stole.
No, I'm saying I used to have wigs. I guess the white people had dreadlocks before us.
Bro,
That's
you
where
heard me talking to
niggas
Monk,
be
bro.
ignorant for real.
You heard me talking to Monk. Thank you. Monk, so you telling me that our customs, our
I'm gonna go check on my chicken.
culture, and everything about us was not stolen. You really saying that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So how is what they're glorifying our true culture? Explain that to me.
Please explain that.
I will.
Great
So
question.
when you say true culture, that's I don't recognize that. So we Americans.
Dang, nigga. Oh my God.
God damn.
How the fuck is our true culture not our true culture?
Continue talking, but you're wrong as hell. Go ahead, sir.
So let me be wrong.
Bad, bro.
Let me
Hey,
get out
Monk.
my entire wrong point.
Monk, you know you my dog, bro.
No. Let me get out my wrong point. I get it. Y'all don't like.
So wait, even when you know you wrong, you still want to say it?
No. Let me get out my wrong point, right?
Yeah.
So y'all are saying that when y'all are saying
Is you and JP cousins? Y'all gotta be cousins.
Stop talking.
Hey, Sel, let that man.
Let him
My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Let him land. Let him land.
All right. So I understand the idea that when we came over here, we had a culture, right? We had a culture, right? It was removed from us. Cool. We created a new one, right? Which is different from the people of our origin, which we at this point we're probably genetically different too, and all of that. However,
Wait, y'all agree with that?
I'm just
Can we get a baseline?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like this shit is starting to get.
It doesn't matter.
I think I understand what he's saying. Because from the document that Trade read, saying that we were here before. Some of us were here already. Some came over, and we had our own culture, own tradition, own God, spirituality, language, so on and so forth. Then when they got colonized, slavery, and they took it away from us. We couldn't practice our spirituality. We couldn't talk in our language. We had to talk in their language. So what he's saying is, the things that we came over with, and or what we had for the ones that were already here, were stripped away from us. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Okay.
All right. Uncle Rick, what you got, bro?
And
I don't know. Y'all stop.
That's what I didn't stop. I got no controls on that video. I ain't stop nothing.
Oh,
I did because it's starting. It was starting to get a little bit confusing because it's just starting to get so diluted.
Yeah.
With all of the different insinuations and points. But let's keep going, and then I'll build with y'all.
The American blacks here, we have a new culture that is different from all of the blacks everywhere in this earth, on this planet. And that culture there has amplified all over the world, and they love it and they want it. And y'all want to give white people credit for that? No.
Can I go after mine, please?
No, I gotta respond.
No, you can't go after mine.
I gotta
only
respond.
way a nigga can have a conversation is I gotta act like a nigga.
So, Monk,
You act like a white man, bro.
Hold on. I gotta respond to Monk real quick. Monk, guess what? Something I just recently found out. Considering the fact that you would say that you're a black man will literally keep you from getting what's owed to you as an individual based on what was taken from us. Did you know that?
No, expound on that for me.
So, this is what I'm gonna do. One of my mans is an Indian. He got his Indian card. All his kids get free health care, the whole shebang. We're gonna get on the phone tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell him he gonna educate you. He's not a Moor. Oh, you a Moor, Monk? Nigga, you is not.
I am, man.
You is not a Moor.
I might be. I don't know what I am.
I don't know either. Listen what I'm saying. Listen. Monk, I'm gonna put you on the phone with my mans tomorrow, bro. He gonna educate you because he the one educated me. He got his car, he got his kids. He found out his history, what tribe he came from. Got his kids go to the hospital for free. Everything, bro. If you can find out what true tribe you come from and not call yourself black, African American, everything, and you can prove it, there are certain things that you can get. But that's just like, because he stays in Oklahoma. Did you know Muskogee, Oklahoma? That's actually an Indian reserve. Did you know that? Indian reservation. My homeboy stay on that reservation. He done literally educated me on a whole bunch of this stuff that I didn't even know that's been hid from us all the years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But if you, what I'm trying to educate you on, if you subscribe to this culture, we will forever be robbed what's due ours. And I'm an angry man. I know you want to say something. Go ahead.
If we subscribe to this culture, we forever be robbed of what's due to us. What does that mean?
40 acres and a mule?
No, he talking about naturalization and citizenship.
Yeah, sovereignty and all of that other shit that
Because if you it's a theory, right? That most Black Americans, FBAs, right? They're not really from Africa. That their tribes are actually here, right? Yeah. Hey, you know that how your grandma used to always say, "We got Indian in our family."
Yeah.
Right now, if y'all know what the way the Indians works, there's reservations, and Indians have certain rights and privileges that they receive due to treaties that was made between them and the United States government. Right. But we're African American, we're Black. Right. That was a name that was bestowed onto us by a government. We didn't have our own names, right? Our own tribes, our own right? Treaties, right? We had no treaty with America. So that's what he's talking about, right? So
okay. I was like, what do you mean by that? And that's when I be listening to the panels of and stuff, I be thinking like, man, the questions in my head I would have asked when they be on these panels and stuff. I'm like, y'all missing some hot button questions, because that would have been one of the questions I would want him to explain it.
With that too, Trey. Like
So you get a sentence to remove yourself from who you are.
Angry man.
Got
He
it.
said angry man.
My point just now. No.
And then after anger man is night.
Can I go at the night?
No.
Okay, so he just jumped in and said some ignorant shit. You don't even realize that black is a classification that was given to him by white men so that you don't have any claim over this country. It's literally in Black's Law Dictionary. You can look up black in there as it pertains to people. And we're not supposed to be calling ourselves black. The irony of it is we were better off when we said colored.
I told you that.
So you didn't teach me that. So here's the thing. The problem with this conversation and the irony of the conversation is I get what Mon is saying, but there's only one problem with that. We would rather nigger rig parts of white culture and call it our own instead of claiming the remnants of our culture that still fucking exists. Instead of taking pride in what we know is ours. You want to know what we know is ours? Mathematics, science, astrology, fucking musical instruments. There's so many things that come from our culture that did not originate with white people. It's shit they learned from us. But we don't, but look, outside of music, we don't really pride ourselves in most of that shit. And even with music, we've allowed them to adopt that and change that and distort that and shit. So there's a lot of our culture that is still here because white folks got it from us. We just like, for some reason, we just like to take the parts that they created and then we're gonna remix that shit.
Hold on one second. No, it did not. But I digress. Anyway.
Because when you're talking about ebonics, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
we remixing their shit.
Boo!
Arabs were black. Y'all know that, right?
Exactly. But you know what he was trying to say. He's trying to take the blackness out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I said that.
The original man is black. I don't understand why y'all don't get that.
Exactly.
I mean, again, we give JP more consideration than we do anybody else. It seems like to me, like we gotta dig deep for his understanding. Like we understood what that man was trying to convey. Versus you hanging on every word he says. He was trying to convey a certain point, but I digress.
So what do y'all think about Angry Man Fed? Do y'all agree with what he's saying? That
It doesn't matter.
you know what I mean?
Whether I agree with it or not, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So again, I like to simplify it, right? If all these things exist and there's color people that's pulling it off, why don't they teach everybody? Nope, they're going to charge you for it. If they charge you for it, it's more than likely a scam.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So again, if y'all want the betterment of people, the game is to be told, not sold. But you know y'all.
Oh yeah.
Not y'all.
For me,
not y'all.
Not y'all. But y'all. Shout out to Messi.
This is what I mean when I say we'll never get to the future because we're too stuck trying to resurrect and hold on to the past.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's great about us is what was.
Right. Yeah. And that's
y'all live in the now. What that got to do with what you doing now?
Yeah.
It's just an excuse for y'all to hold on to the white man took. Yeah, okay. What you gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
Keep using it as an excuse. I ain't saying it ain't the reason, but after a while, it becomes the excuse.
I don't think everything that's going on right now is 100% negative, but I do agree that the attention goes to the quote unquote Pookies. Because I mean, there is a gentleman, a young black man that's trying to make gasoline out of plastic. But that doesn't get a lot of push until some nigga shit showed up when they were saying, hey, they're trying to kill him. Then everybody started paying attention to him. But I have been following him for years.
Doesn't matter. And that's what y'all don't. It doesn't matter because when it pops, right, he's going to sell it to the white man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The dollar, y'all. Hey, it's not money that's evil. It's the love of money. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. It's the love of it.
Yes, it is. Because as people, if we have a skill, right, we should be sharing those skills within each other so we all benefit wholly.
That's a fact.
That's what community is for real.
That's a fact.
Right. But the truth is, y'all don't want nothing unless it's a dollar attached to it. Y'all don't even believe it's valid unless somebody charge y'all for it.
Yeah.
But y'all got it though.
And to Ricky's point, like all of the things that we had, like BET, they sold that to the white man. Carol's daughter, she sold that to the white lady. All these other, black things. So
Slutty vegan.
They sold it to her for money. So that, yeah.
Right. Even hip hop. Shout out to my bro. Right. Rap was when it first started was about the stuff people was going through, but there was conscious rappers. But once they saw gangster rap was selling, what did everybody else become?
That's a fact.
Gangster rapper.
Right.
And that's, my answer was going to be exactly what somebody in the comments just chimed in. They're going to chalk it up to capitalism. That's what they're going to chalk it up to. And, to try to make it that simple is the exact difference, because every dollar ain't a good dollar. And my point that why I stopped the video the first time, like, so family, so spirituality, so resourcefulness, that's not the culture. Because that was my answer last week. Remember I said being poor, like resourcefulness comes from being poor. You got to do this, you got to do that, you learn how to do this, you learn how to do that because you want to get money because you ain't had none. So these things are not our culture. And I can get what everybody is saying, because again, it all started before what we kind of focused on. This shit started way before. We got Nat Turner, Sojourner Truth, Stokely Carmichael. Like it's a lot of past. I'm not gonna say history because they be lying. It's a lot of things that happened in the past that kind of solidify us as a culture. But when we start talking about popping coochie, like now has this become our culture? Because I remember when our culture was family and community and being in when the street light come on, and I'm gonna land my plane with this right here. My mama told me something when she was still alive. She said, if somebody hits you, hit them back.
Yeah.
She ain't delegated to gender or nothing. She said, if somebody hit you, hit them back. She said, if they bigger than you, you pick up something and you knock the shit out of them. That's what she said.
Word.
And a lot of people say, yo, my mom said that too. Yo, my people said that too. That was our culture.
Yeah.
So has that changed? Because there's a lot of things that we love. We love our mamas. We love our family. Like, has that changed? Now culture is popping coochie and getting a BBL. That's become our culture.
That's the popular thing to do. I guess whatever is the popular thing to do is what's becoming the culture. Should the culture, like, can we say like each generation had their own separate culture?
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's a good announcement.
I think that's fair.
Like to Gen Xers, we had our own culture. Boomers had a different culture. Silent generation had their own culture. So this generation got Pooky culture.
I don't know. I think it's about prioritize. I think we always have a culture. I think now they prioritize something different. Again, family is still a thing. They just don't prioritize it. It's low at the list. They start thinking about it when they don't got it no more.
So it would be whatever is the majority. If you say it's at the low of the list, that would be the minority. So what's at the top is what would be the culture.
So what's the culture today then?
All right. What's the culture today?
In your opinion, in y'all's opinion, what's the culture of the black culture? What's black culture today?
Out of control, toxicity, clout chasing, attention whores, OnlyFans hoes. Wow.
My answer is still the same, bro. I just don't think they prioritize. I got
I'm not talking about minority.
Right.
I'm talking about majority. That's what it is.
Appearance, clout chasing, lack of responsibility,
Yep.
Depravity.
Yep. Destruction, toxicity. Yep.
I mean,
Chaos.
The quick version, the quick definition of culture is operating system of people, the shared way a group lives, thinks, and expresses and makes meaning. So we take that and say, what is the culture right now? Then our culture is hookup culture. Our culture is being disingenuous. Our culture is being stupid. Our culture is instant satisfaction right now. That's what our culture is.
I would add rebellious in there.
Yep.
And liars.
Mm-hmm.
Sell the lie, fake it till you make it, even if you don't.
False glory.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I got to go with my most recent answer. Then it's pop the balloon culture. Reasons to disqualify stuff. We kind of look for reasons to say, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want that. I don't want you. And I think that's become the culture now, sadly.
Mm-hmm. TC said no loyalty.
Mm-hmm. And is that the majority or minority?
The loyalty part, or are you saying?
No, all of it.
All of the
unfortunately, that's the majority.
That's the majority.
Yeah, I would have to sadly say majority.
So what's the perception then?
That we are all a bunch of fools and jokers, and
yeah.
So don't tell me it's a minority that there's a loud minority. There's a loud ass majority.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was thinking about that statement, bro. If one bad apple spoils the bunch, then if it's a loud minority, let's say it's 10 million people. If it's 4 million people is the minority. If one bad apple spoils the bunch, what does the 4 million do to the 10 million?
But see, you missing the point when you said bad apple.
Mm-hmm.
A bad apple has mold on it. A bad apple
will contaminate the apple next to it.
A bad apple will contaminate anything that it touches. So when you can't use that analogy if you're trying to make that argument, it's the bad. It makes a difference. A good apple is not going to spoil the bunch. A good apple is not going to do anything.
Nothing about a good apple. I said if one
I know what you said, but you used the analogy of the bad apple spoils the bunch, right? What I'm saying is bad is the key word. If you want to say the minority, if the minority of us is the loudest, the good people, it will work because if you use the bad apple analogy, right? But the key word is bad. The bad apple is the one that will poison everything. It has blemishes on it.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm speaking to, system, how it magnifies. Again, if you magnify 1 times 4 million, it's bad. That was my point. That if it's 10 million black people and 4 million are the minority sitting in the front rows making the most noise, they're going to contaminate those 10 million apples.
Okay,
if
I understand what you're saying.
Does it, then 4 million is absolutely going to do it.
But so I get what you're saying, but that would mean that we do have a silent minority. And to be totally honest, that minority is probably not a part of this culture. They don't belong to this culture, so they do not respond to that culture. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, good point. Thank you very much. We're about to segue into the last part of our segment. Shouts out to Anton Daniels in the Millionaire Morning Show.
Here we go.
I saw something, and we going to talk about it. Okay? Because he said something on his show today. Should we save the culture or should we separate from the person? So when we listen to the clip, here are the 2 questions I want y'all to ponder. Is separation growth or abandoning your people? And should successful individuals distance themselves from toxic culture / community? Let's see what Anton had.
I said that I was going to talk about this yesterday, so I was going to add that to the docket. So let's go ahead and revisit this whole Chick-fil-A conversation really quickly. It was a shooting in New Jersey. And at first, when I first seen the videos and I was doing research to find out what was going on, I thought one thing, and then I changed my mind to the other thing. And then I wind up coming back to my original thought. I'll tell you about it in a second. Let me go ahead and share with y'all what was going on. You'll understand it shortly.
Investigators still trying to figure out why a group of masked suspects targeted that restaurant, that Chick-fil-A in Union Township.
That's right. 1 person was killed, 6 were wounded. Cell phone video shows the chaotic moments Saturday night. The shooter opening fire in the dining area. Families with children scrambling for safety.
And now we are hearing from the mother of one of the employees hurt in all of it. Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim live in Union with our lead story tonight. And Stefan, we now know the identity of the man who was killed in all of this.
Right, Mike, one of the victims is a high school student who was working here that night trying to earn money for prom and for college. Her mother says now one of her happy places has been turned into a lifelong fight against trauma, now cringing at the thought of even stepping outside.
The person with the mask was go behind the counter.
DoorDash driver Jean Derilla says the masked suspects were behind the counter, firing shots into the dining area. Witnesses say they heard at least 7 shots piercing into the crowd. Cell phone video from inside the Chick-fil-A moments after the carnage, showing families and young children in the restaurant. Oh my God. And gunshot victims on the floor being treated by first responders. Derilla says Saturday nights draw lots of other delivery workers due to the high volume of orders.
Thanks to God, because I wasn't inside the Chick-fil-A like 15 or 20 minutes before that happened. As a DoorDash driver, I usually stay in the Chick-fil-A waiting for orders.
Cleaning crews on Route 22 today left washing away the bloodshed as the restaurant remained closed, and customers leaving what they could for the pain. 1 person was killed, 6 others injured, including employees and customers.
So when I first heard this, the first way that the news tried to spin it was, oh man, it's messed up, and it was a mass shooter, M-A-S-S, right? Shooting everything and everybody. And it was trying to spin it to where, hey, what's happening at this Chick-fil-A is like crazy. It's an anomaly. You know how like school shooters, all of that type of stuff and how that plays out. They kind of painted it from that perspective, because when I first started and when y'all first sent this to me and y'all told me about it, I said, man, here we go. New Jersey, probably the culture. And then I had to check myself and I said, man, that ain't the culture, bro. I can't always say black fatigue. I can't always use my profiling skills. I need to give the culture the benefit of the doubt, because if it happened at a Chick-fil-A, that's the one thing that I haven't really seen. I haven't seen black people shooting up Chick-fil-A's or running up in Chick-fil-A's and all of that type of stuff. You don't really see that, right? And so I started really checking myself and recalibrating, like, man, am I so used to seeing such degenerate behavior that we automatically think that if a fast food restaurant gets shot up or there's a confrontation inside of a fast food thing, because anytime that you think mass shooting, I think white people. Anytime you think gang shooting, you think black people, right? Mass shooting, I think churches, white people, Vegas, people trying to blow up stuff, Cybertruck, getting mad, protests. I think white people, right? Because that's not a label that's usually labeled on or put on, when you get gang shootings or black violence or intercultures or whatever, right? You think mass shooting, you think white people. You think, hit by a random bullet, drive by, black people. They don't label that as a mass shooting, even though both of them should be labeled the same. Both of them, in my opinion, are terrorist attacks. So I said, you know what? That's messed up, Anton. I can't believe, let's pray for the families. Let's pray for this, whatever, so on and so forth. Can't believe somebody went in and they decided that they was just pissed off. Maybe they was jerking off in their socks. Maybe they was a liberal. Maybe they was, pink hair or whatever. And they said, oh my God, I'm going to take care of it up at the Chick-fil-A, right? So that's what my initial thoughts was when I first started seeing this. And so I continued to play it.
Injured, including employees and customers. The mother of one of the victims, a teenage employee, in a statement describing the moment she raced to the scene to hold her child. When I locked eyes with my child through the glass window, my heartbeat and body shook uncontrollably. My head pounded like no other. All I could think about was a tremble in her voice in that call. My child. Love that job so much.
I was running right across here. I don't know how I didn't get hit, bro. Some guy was laid out right here shooting.
Police believe this was a targeted shooting, the result of a gang or drug dispute. Authorities believe the deceased was the intended target. Dashcam video from outside the restaurant capturing several suspects fleeing through the parking lot.
And then I was brought back to my senses, and it was exactly what I thought it was in the beginning. And I said, you know what? We're not going to be politically correct. We're not going to try to figure it out. We're not going to assume the best and all of this stuff. We're going to go ahead and lean right into our intuition, right into our profiling skills, because it's some YNs. YNs went up and shot up a Chick-fil-A on some gang culture type stuff. And I'm telling you the real honest to God truth. YNs walked in on some gang culture type stuff, shot up, went to go kill somebody, and wound up shooting 7 people.
Just like that. Just like that. And that is how sad that things have become. And it's that predictable, and why we need to separate ourselves from people that are not like us.
Hence the title of the show. Should we separate ourselves from the worst of us?
That's what you're doing now. You do it every day. You avoid nigga shit, don't
you? Yes, I'm in the house.
That's the problem. Y'all think it's worth saving. They not worth saving. If they would make the appropriate changes. And I say this because when I was younger, right, it was still people shooting up and gang banging and jumping folks.
Mm-hmm.
Some people chose not to do it. It didn't matter if you lived in the Manor or Cabrini Green or the Harry Horners. It didn't matter. Some people chose not to. These are choices. Some people choose to live responsible lives and keep their head down and get to work and da-da-da-da. And some people choose to do that. Why would I save? Why should we save something where if you was in the same situation that they created, they wouldn't care about you? If you was in that same situation that he just talked about in the Chick-fil-A, they wouldn't care. Unique, it's easy. I ain't gonna be where you niggas at. Where you niggas at, I ain't there. Working home. When I do something that's out this country, cruises, trips. Talking about it's just gonna get worse. Why? Because you know them other people incorrigible, right? Right? Because you know no matter what somebody do, them people ain't gonna change, right? It's been going on for 50 years now. I'm 53. I'll be 53 this year. It's been going on as long as I've been alive. Y'all got it though. The same people who want a solution won't help their own family with something. It's why you move out the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Separation is natural for me, bro. It's no different than the other conversations we have about homosexual family members, about gangbanging family members. The separation is natural. It happens. It's gonna happen. We don't got nothing in common.
Right.
We ain't got nothing to talk about. We ain't got nothing. We don't resonate on nothing, especially with me. Like the separation is natural. I don't be around that shit. All of the stuff y'all alluded to. I go where I want to go. I have an itinerary of when I'm going and when I'm leaving. I have my own car, so I ain't gotta walk. I ain't gotta wait for no Uber. I leave when I feel like leaving. I arrive when I feel like arriving. And that's that's kind of the difference. Like I'm not on their time. And the separation is natural. I don't be around that sucker shit. And that's in real time. And I go outside. I go wherever the fuck I want to go. And that's the difference. Like the separation is just gonna happen when you about your ilk, when you are of a certain ilk, you're not gonna be in that crowd. You're not gonna be around that type. And this is why I say, like, it's kind of tiring talking to these brick walls. And look at the chat tonight. Like, it's just an example of the community, of the culture, just the pushback for no reason, the celebration of cantankerousness. And this is what we got. So it doesn't matter for me whether it's YNs, if it's old niggas. I ain't eating no Chick-fil-A anyway, so you ain't gonna catch me in there. like y'all just I don't know. You know what I mean? And it's y'all not processing the information in real time because this shit ain't good for y'all. Sis talk about it all the time. I know she ain't the only one. And again, with all this information floating around, as sophisticated as everybody is, but they don't know shit. They still eating in Chick-fil-A, and they still gravitating to low vibrational places, and they still doing the shit that gets them the most horrible results. Continue.
Shouts out to Beans in the house. Hey, Beans.
Mike Love in the building.
Mike Love. Jeremy, should we separate ourselves from the worst of us?
I'm gonna say this. Y'all know that I still have a soft part when it comes to the community or the culture, whatever you want to call it. Do we separate ourselves? Yes. Does that mean that we can't be actively trying to make it better? That's not the same thing. I think we naturally will separate and go where we feel that our families or our personal life will be better. That's why people move to different cities. That's why when you have kids, you might have to move to another place, because not because you want to, but because the district might be better for school. If you want your kids to be bilingual, then you need to go to a district that has bilingual schools, things of that nature. I don't think it's necessarily always moving to get away from something, but I will say that for me, at my job, I have a healthy amount of YNs, tricks, and hoes that I can try my best to influence. I treat it like a job, and when I clock out, I'm clocked out.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe like that's how, if you want to help, that's how you should help. You shouldn't overload yourself. It's not the same. Everybody should not know where you live. Everybody should not come over to get a plate. It's too dangerous now. It's too different now. But what you can do is, while you on that clock, whatever is around you is in your vicinity, so you affect change there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I personally do in my real life, and I think that's the only thing that I can speak on this, because to be totally honest, yes, we are going to separate. But just because you leave your parents for college don't mean that you don't love them. It means that there's an opportunity. I'm going there for the opportunity.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if someone's in an opportunity space, like coming to a job, and someone like me who's been there for over a decade, and you are literally a temp, and I can show you a way to get a real job, but you're going to have to abide to these rules and stop acting so niggers. If you listen, I can help you. If you don't, that's your choice. But if you don't and somebody else does, then you're going to see the proof in the pudding. So that's how I feel about it.
Do you think the majority are listening?
No, of course not. But I know for every 12 or so, I might say hello to, and they might ask me, hey, can I get a job? Can I get a real job? That's like 2 or 3 that actually do what they need to do. And I hold true to my word. That's all I can do. So if you did what you're supposed to do and you last those 30 days on the temp, and we got a job that you can get, then I'm going to do what I said. I'm going to put your name in the hat, but you got to do what you said too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hey, Beans. Welcome to the panel. What do you think? Should we separate ourselves from the worst of us?
I don't know what you mean by separate.
You didn't see the clip?
Yeah, but I'm saying, dude, I'm talking about your question though. You talking about like moving to the suburbs?
Moving, separating yourself from like being a part of the, what do you call it? The destructive community, their behaviors, not championing the foolery, like separating yourself, making yourself set apart from the things that you think that are detrimental to the culture. Not participating in it, moving away from it.
Yeah, but that, I mean, well, on some levels, yeah, but that's not actually that's that's more difficult to do than people think, because what we tend to do, and I'm gonna use our culture here, what we tend to do is we turn our nose up at the easiest things to turn our nose up. Right? Oh, he's a gangbanger. Shame. He sold drugs.
That's not shameful.
Your shame not good.
Shame, right? SHAME, shame, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's easy to do. Everybody could pick up a rock and throw it, right? But what about when you on the internet looking like a whole retard? What about when you participating in that culture? Right? Like
what do you mean?
Like when you're on the internet being a troll as a grown ass man with gray hair on your face. Right? Like when you on the internet being stupid, Jay Prince.
I knew it.
Right?
I knew it.
God damn.
Like when you on the internet kissing men's ass, like everybody know that you only like this dude because he got a lot of subscribers. So you follow him around panel to panel just so you can show him and be.
Let's go.
His meat stretcher.
I know him. I know him.
Oh God, I can't.
What about when you a lying ass piece of shit? The Bible says God hates liars. That's what the Bible said. That's not me talking. Hates liars. Right? That's
the word.
So I'm saying, like, that's not so easy to separate yourself from. Because as much as I judged them, last night I participated in it.
Yes, y'all were acting up.
And that's why.
Last night I was cussing the nigga out, calling them all kind of bitch ass, hoe ass niggas and all of that shit. And then I tried to play it off and was like, hey, we going to hoop tomorrow. He was like, yeah, we both tried to play it off. But knowing I really genuinely don't like this person. You see what I'm saying? I don't like him. I wish this motherfucker was never on no panels I was on. But I had to get that fuck you bitch ass nigga out my system and then kind of like play it off. I ain't proud of that moment. I'm glad I wasn't on cam when I did it. But that's still me, and anybody watching gonna know that's me. My mama wouldn't be proud to see me acting like that. I damn sure want one of my kids to see me acting like that. But see, now that's difficult for me to separate because I'm participating in this culture.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be easy for you to say, oh, he slept with a minor. Shame. All of that shit is easy. But what about the shit that you do? Right? What about the shit that you do that's shameful or not prudent, not good for the culture? So it's easy for us to cast stones, you know? And that's why I said, what did you mean by separate? No, I'm not standing on the block no more with nobody selling dope. But I'm also not shaming them niggas, though. I'm just staying away from it because I don't want to be a part of it.
And that's also because you used to sell dope, though.
I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That's also because you used to sell dope.
No, it's not. It's not because I used to sell. Because even if I had never done it, listen, here's the thing. You and I both know this. I always knew the impact.
Right.
That's why I don't like it when people try to pretend like when you're a teenager, you somebody who don't know nothing. Unless you're a young boy, of course, they say you know everything. You deserve to be treated like an adult, right? But I knew for a fact that was wrong. I knew for a fact how I judged crackheads the same way everybody else judged crackheads.
Right.
So if I'm selling you this stuff, I'm knowing what it's doing to you.
That's
right.
fact.
So it's not it. I understand why you said that. So don't think I'm trying to be a contrarian.
No, I get it. No,
me personally, it's not because I sold it. It's just because I don't want to be a part of that, bro. But here's the thing: my brother sells weed. I will sit there with him while he sells weed all day because I don't have no problem with it. You understand? Even though I don't smoke. So therefore, I'm trying not to. I try to be more understanding than anything. You understand what I'm saying, Rick? I try to give more understanding.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I try to give more understanding than judgment.
And what I'm saying is, I've tried to understand these niggas. It don't work. It doesn't work. It's simply what it is. You gotta separate the tares from the wheat. If you don't believe that, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
We would have to do that same thing with our government.
I don't disagree.
I'm about to do a show tonight, bro. I got some damaging footage, right? And it's so crazy. My man Bill Maher's getting cooked in one of these videos I'm about to react to. And it's like, it's the mindset that people have. Then this what gets me Red.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you call yourself Red. Why you don't call yourself Ebony or Chocolate? You ain't red at all. Okay. I don't know. I think I've been wanting to say that for like 9 months. But, it's like this thing, and I'm Red. I know because you be watching me sometimes, Red. You know I hate this. Where if the government does it, niggas will make excuses for it. All of a sudden, it's all good. I just recently found out that it's something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's something that the government be doing in its international affairs that basically amounts to racketeering and extortion, but we don't treat it like that. Nobody talks about it like that's what it is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But if I'm a black man out here and I'm participating in that, people gonna say, man, we need to separate ourselves from them niggas. Right? And then they gonna get right on TV and say, yay, Trump, yay, America, yay, the military, yay, extortion and racketeering.
I mean, we can just take the whole Jeffrey thing. If that was anybody else, they would have been locked up, convicted, and executed by now. But there's nothing gonna happen to them people.
I don't know, man. And I promise I'm not. Hey, Jeremy, I promise I'm not taking this position. I am consistent on this. Rick, no, he's been listening to me for years. I'm consistent on this. I'm not just saying this because it's Anton talking. I promise I'm not. Because I know everybody's seen to think that I hate Anton, but I don't. But it's not just because it's him. It's because, bro, get that same energy that you giving to the YNs, to the politicians, to the military, to the powers that be, right? The people who make these same kind of destructive decisions that affect the world, right? Give them that same kind of energy, or give the YNs the same kind of understanding. I ain't saying you got to be okay with it. I'm saying, but when you talk about it in the same way that you talk about it with these other people, right? I might be wrong on that. I might change my mind in 10 years. I hold the right to do that. But right now, no.
Okay, well, let's listen to the rest of his clip.
Teenagers working at Chick-fil-A, getting hit by stray bullets. People standing in line, trying to get their chicken, getting hit by bullets for one person that it was intended for. And they wind up killing that person and they shot 6 more people. We can't even allow for our kids to go and get regular jobs no more. Ain't that insane? We can't even allow for our children to go and get jobs in high school so that they can save money for college and put some money on their prom books on their prom.
Mm-hmm. Prom books is hilarious.
This is why you can't have anything in the hood or anything in the culture or anything in the city. This is why you can't do it. Y'all always wondering, how come they don't put no... I showed y'all the video of the woman that worked at Culver's, the black lady that owned her own Culver's, and they went in there and tore that up. Vito Royale says charge the parents, in my opinion. What parents? What parents? Daddy, they don't know who he is. He probably strung out somewhere. Mama, we don't even know if mama's still in the house or if she a dope fiend or if she at work all day, and she don't care. She got to live a life too. Mama is 30 and the kids is 15 because she got pregnant when she was 14 years old. I don't know if y'all ever been raised in the hood before or if you ever went over your homeboy's house who didn't have parents and it's roaches everywhere and it ain't no food in the refrigerator and it ain't no parents and it ain't no real an uncle. It's always a crackhead uncle somewhere looking to steal money, or the kid gotta hide their stuff over in the corner somewhere, or had it so that uncle don't come and get his stuff, and then he gotta go and get a pistol out the back that he buried behind the trash can so that he can go and walk to school because he involved in gang culture that he never should have been in the first place. And all of it is a result of A, the culture, and B, the parents, and C, degeneracy that we continue to embrace. And this is what really happens in these cultures, in these environments. You got monsters raising monsters, and it's a generational curse. The next thing you know, it's going to spill over into your neighborhood. And while you sitting there playing pretend like you really about the culture and you ain't really from the, let me say.
Does he have a point?
In what way? Because he said a lot. So
talk about it. Floor is yours.
I mean, I'll be honest, like sometimes the way that information is presented might seem harsh, but it could be true. But then at the same time, because of the fact that you know better, you're going to perceive it differently. What I mean by that is he's making it seem more detrimental maybe in the delivery than it actually is, because like we've already covered, Uncle Rick already said it, you move. That's not the issue. The issue is not moving when you do better. The issue that we should actually be talking about is, what are you going to do to make it better? Or are we saying we're going to separate completely and forget it? I think he's saying let's separate completely from it, forget it. But that's impossible. It's literally impossible. And that's the only issue that I have with the argument, because there is no absolute. Like, there has to be a King Randall Jr., right? Y'all know who King Randall Jr. is, right? Like, he literally is bringing in black children or black male children into his home, teaching them how to do everything from tires to how you're supposed to talk when you're trying to get an appointment. But then for every one of them, you got a Dr. Umar Johnson who says he's doing something that ain't doing nothing. And then for every one of them, you got a JP. And then for every one of them, you got a me. So, I mean, it's all interconnected. So I guess what I would say is, make sure that you're doing what you're comfortable with. If you say fuck the culture, okay. If you say, hey, I'm only going to do it part-time, like I'm saying, okay. And if you're saying that you want to go all the way in, do that. Don't be wishy-washy. Don't say you're going to do something and not do it. Don't claim to be something that you're not, because that doesn't help anybody. So that's why I say it's complicated and it has a lot of nuance to it, because honestly, there's no wrong answer, because you make the choice for your own life. So that's why I am with it.
Can I play? I'm gonna play something back again.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Listen to
that he buried behind the trash. And uncle is always. I don't know if y'all ever. He don't care. What parents? Daddy, they don't know who he is. He probably strung out somewhere. Mama, we don't even know if mama's still in the house or if she a dope fiend or if she at work all day. And she don't care. She got to live a life too. Mama is 30 and the kids is 15 because she got pregnant when she was 14 years old. I don't know if y'all ever been raised in the hood before, or if you ever went over your homeboy's house who didn't have parents and it's roaches everywhere and it ain't no food in the refrigerator and it ain't no parents and it ain't no real an uncle. It's always a crackhead uncle somewhere looking to steal money, or the kid gotta hide their stuff over in the corner somewhere, or had it so that uncle don't come and get his stuff, and then he gotta go and get a pistol out the back that he buried behind the trash can so that he can go and walk to school because he involved in gang culture that he never should have been in the first place. And all of it is a result of A, the culture, and B, the parents, and C, degeneracy that we continue to embrace.
Let's listen to that one more time.
first place. And all of it is a result of A, the culture, and B, the parents, and C, degeneracy that we continue to embrace. And this is what really happens in these cultures, in these environments. You got monsters raising monsters, and it's a generational curse. The next thing you know is A, the culture, and B, the parents, and C, degeneracy that we continue to embrace. And this is what really happens in these cultures, in these environments. You got monsters raising monsters, and it's a generational curse that the back that he buried behind a trash can so that he can go and walk to school because he involved in gang culture that he never should have been in the first place. And all of it is a result of A, the culture, and B, the parents, and C, degeneracy that we continue to embrace. And this is what...
Does he have a point?
Of course not.
Talk about
it. He's wrong, right? Because black people are doing better than ever. Let them tell it. The family's not needed. Remember, all you need is a strong mama, and the daddy's not necessary. So, how dare he? How dare he blame the black family for not doing what they're supposed to do?
Right. Beans, as he said, Chairman. Does he have a point?
So just to be fair, right? I didn't listen to a lot of it, but I heard the parts that you was replaying.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to work too, because I'm trying to be like you. But his thing, and this is one of my biggest issues with the Trump BMC, right? The Black MAGA Confederates. They say things that have some truth to it, right? But then they create the narrative, and the narrative is probably based on something that's false, right? So even like with the young mothers thing, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of that is not happening anymore. It's just not, right? But that's how you kind of like create this narrative, and it's seen in people's head to make it seem like this is the thing that's the problem, that the mothers is having these kids so young and all of that. Not that this entire culture has been influenced by the powers that be, because you're never going to hold them responsible for what they do, right? You judge the sick for being made to be sick, right? So yeah, is it some truth to the things that he said? Yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, you actually don't want the problem to be fixed, because you don't want to stop the people who are corrupting the quote unquote culture. You don't want to stop that. You think it's okay to have a bunch of billionaires that's worth $200 and $300 billion. Like, you think that that's okay. You don't care how that in itself affects the system at all. When we look at what worked, same people who will say this, we know what worked, right? But then we'll say, when we looked at what worked, forget that for the sake of people's greed, but then let me dog you out for your choices based on said greed. Because that's what it is, honestly. It's greed. It's the issue for all of this.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
What does that have to do with lack of parenting?
So there was a time when we didn't have a lack of parenting. What was the difference then?
We had a family structure. They were two-parent households mainly. There was a village mentality. We had a community.
Mm-hmm. And that went away because of what? Greed. Mm. Right? If you didn't force the women to come from out of the house into the workplace, guess what? They could be at home.
Okay. They
could be with the kids. If you didn't have the separation between the CEO and the common worker, be something like I heard somebody say the other day, the CEO or the owner is making like $30,000 an hour, while the common worker is making $30,000 a year. right? If you didn't have those disparities, again, greed, right? You wanted to be able to, man, we only taxing half of the population because we don't have the women out here working, but you pull them out of the house, then you put them into these schools that you pretended like the schools was there for them. And yet the schools we all know have been dumbed down every decade since their inception. Right? Again, greed is the basis of all of this.
Yeah. So do you think if they correct, if that was corrected, that will fix majority of the problems that was just listed? The family structure and the bad parts of the culture.
So here's the thing. Truth be told, right? You would think the answer is yes, but the problem is that it can't be. What it seems to me, greed along with gluttonous, right? These things, these two things in particular, I could be wrong. This is my perspective. Seem to be two things that have to, you have to self-destruct first. It's not, it's for some reason it seems like it's something that people just can't correct. It's something that the people can't get over. Right. So when they talk about other societies that have fallen, and here's the thing, we have the information on why those societies have fallen, and yet we're on the same track. We're doing the same exact things. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of them things where it's like, once you get into it, the only way out is death. The only way out is destruction, because you're not gonna stop greed. How do you convince yourself to not get more and more and more and more? That's just very difficult to do. So I don't actually think there is a fix. I don't think we can fix this. Right? At some point, it's just gonna come to a head where the society is gonna fall like every other society, and then I guess Dubai would be the new America. I don't know. I don't know. I can't see that far into the future, but I don't see a fix. You're not finna take you. Let's be honest, brother. He said, "Are we finna get women to stop working and and stop making money and having the power and the control and the influence that comes along with said money and the ego and the pride that comes along with the degrees and being able to say they own a house, and like, we not finna stop that."
Oh, that's an easy one. You can stop that if you select the right person. If you select the person that's going to work best for what you're trying to do. If, for example, you have a wife that works, y'all need to have a plan and stick to that plan to where, okay, if she's going to work, let her work to a certain point. And what you'll find out is that if you're doing your part, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, if you're not just lounging around and being a Pooky, then one day she's going to be like, I don't want to work anymore. And at that moment, you should be able to fulfill that obligation of, okay, you don't have to work no more because you've been somewhere for who knows how many years, 15, 20 years, because you've been doing the program, or y'all built something to where she doesn't have to necessarily do that. You're right. They're not going to never want to stop working, but that doesn't mean that you make them work for somebody else. They could work for you. They could be a part of what you are doing. You got to think outside the box. We don't have to reprogram everybody, but you have to vet and pick somebody that's worth the program.
Yeah, but that's a micro solution, right? And we're talking about a macro problem.
So we said that the reason why the problem exists is because we don't have a community, right?
No, we have a community.
We don't have a functioning community, right?
We have a dysfunctional community, but we have a community.
All right. So
we're not in charge of that community.
How do we fix the community?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe you can.
I think
you're not in control. You're not, even right now, you're saying have the woman work for you. That is a solution that is only going to apply to a micro number of people. That's never going to be the majority of people.
Let me try to paint another way. So you get in your car and the car don't start. The first thing that you would think is, okay, let me check the battery or see if I got gas. Did I put the right key in? Because I got so many cars. But let's say don't none of that work. What do? Do you throw away the car? Do you say, well, the car is trash? Or do you start diagnosing it? Do you not get a code reader, stick it in there to see what's the code saying, if it even got a code? If it ain't starting, are you checking to see if the belt's even there? Are you then going to the alternator? Now, see, a lot of people are going to say, no, I don't even know. I would take it to a shop. But that's the problem. You need to learn the machine that you have. That way you can diagnose it. And I'm saying you have to start at the smaller variables first and move up to the big one. Why would you change the engine if all you needed was a timing belt? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you get a whole new engine if all you need was one spark plug?
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. We're past that. We're at heart failure. We're at brain cancer.
Let's see, I disagree with that. I do.
I'm not. I could tell by the way you're talking that you do. I'm not even necessarily judging you for doing it, because I've been doing this for a long time. I've done a diagnosis. Believe me, just because I'm pessimistic, I'm not pessimistic because things always go right and then one thing went wrong. I'm pessimistic because I can see it. Right, bro. The people in charge want you to believe that Bible is real. Everything that Bible says is that everything's gonna get worse. The people who says they believe in that Bible, the Bible says that everything's going to get worse. Sons against fathers, mothers against daughters, right? Wars and famine and all this other shit. So even from a religious perspective, you have no reason to think things are gonna get better. But then because I'm not super religious, I think for myself. So I'll do a little bit of research. And what I come up with is, oh, we don't control this. You're not in control of your own food. You ain't in control of your own wood. You ain't in control of your own electricity. You ain't in control of your own schools, your education. You don't control none of this. You ain't in control of your own media. You are not in control of none of the functions that dominate human life. So you trying to tell some woman something when she on Instagram all day seeing this and that, and we know how the women's mind work. You're not going to change how women's minds work. If they think they friend man makes 70K, you need to make 100.
I don't need to change every woman. I just need to change one.
We've established this, bro. And I'm sorry if I'm not trying to be.
Oh no, I'm cool, man. We good. We just chopping.
Yeah. I don't say none of this. I don't like going backwards. We've already established that you just basically acknowledged what I said, that your solution was a micro solution. And that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to talk about the macro, right? Because the macro of adult Black men and women aren't married, right? The macro of adult Black women have multiple kids by multiple men, right? It's a lot of women in Atlanta that right now that's being diagnosed with HIV. And I think they just said the number was staggering. It's somewhere in Texas, one in Dallas or Houston, one of them.
No, you're correct. So,
right.
So my pushback would be then why not let them continue to do what they're doing? They will die off since we're going that route. And then all that
was gonna happen.
Right. But you made it seem as if all of us are doomed to just die with no nothing. So I'm just trying to make sure that we're saying the same thing.
So that's the thing, right? Again, what I'm about to say, I'm not trying to be insulting, right? But intelligent people know there's no such thing as all.
Right.
And I know you're intelligent. So but that's why when we have all.
But when we have these conversations and people say all of this is trash or all of this is good, then my mind says, okay, so right now we're having a conversation that's not really based in complete truth. It's based in factual evidence for the conversation.
Right, but I never use those words. Intentionally, I never use those words. Right? So that's what I'm saying. That's why you said, that's exactly why you just described it as it sounded like I was saying all. But that's why I'm responding to you and saying, hey, we're intelligent men. We know nothing is all. Right? We know during slavery time, not all Black people were slaves, right?
Correct.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we know nothing is all, but it can be the majority.
Yes.
right? You see what I'm saying? And the majority is a horrible situation to have. The majority of our people not being married or having those kind of family structures is horrible, right? But even that wasn't our idea. We went along with somebody else's idea. Who was that? The people in charge, the ones who could provide those necessities that we needed, even if it came with the price of destroying the family, destroying the households, turning mothers against daughters and sons against fathers and vice versa. That's been what we have experienced, right? Since we succumbed to what was they calling it, Rick? What Dr. Keenan was fighting for?
Equal rights,
the opposite
civil
of
rights,
the opposite of segregation,
integration.
Thank you, brother. He said, since we have succumbed to the integration, right? That integration thing that we really wanted, but this is who these folks are, and this is what they wanted for us. So we integrated with them only to assimilate to what they wanted for us.
Yes, and to agree with you on what you're saying. Even Martin Luther King Jr. said himself that he did not want to integrate himself and his people into a burning house. So we moved a little too fast on the integration, honestly. I think people got so comfortable with being able to be in places where they necessarily weren't appreciated, and they forgot about the places that they were appreciated. I agree with you on that.
Well, and I'm just trying to make sure you understand. What you heard me say was that this thing that we call America and this society, it's gonna have to self-destruct first, because the people who are greedy, they are the ones who are in charge, right? They run things and they're not going to stop. Their greed is not going to dissipate. They have created a whole new tool called AI, and I'm using it right now. And I promise you, I probably need to stop because I feel guilty every time I do it.
You better not feel guilty for doing what you gotta do.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying, because it's helping me on a micro level, but I feel like I'm helping, you know what I'm saying, this thing develop. Every time I'm using it, I'm making it smarter, and I'm helping this thing develop, which is right now, and a lot of people are arguing against this, but it just seemed to be true that it is already ending a lot of jobs. And the thing about it is most people are not I'll just be nice and use him. Most people aren't Anton Daniels from AntonDaniels.com. They're not going to be able to build up a business where they're generating $100,000 a month or more. That's not going to happen. It's never been the case in human history. It ain't going to start now. So most people need jobs, right? Because outside of jobs, then it's just everybody fending for themselves, right? And that's why we have a social contract. And the social contract states that, okay, I'm gonna adhere to these laws to the best of my ability. I'm not gonna be robbing people and taking stuff, and I'm gonna go to work and earn my keep. But damn, you getting rid of the jobs. Now I go Indeed and be applying. I swear it's like I'm applying to nothing. It's like It's not really nothing really there. The job isn't really there. They're just collecting data and information.
Correct. Now I would say this. Now you will call this micro, and then I'm gonna yield the floor back to everybody else. Thank y'all for letting us have this Discord. But what I would say is, you will call this micro. But the reason why I said earlier that if a young person or YN, let's just be honest, from where I work, they do what they need to do and get on. I understand that IT is taking over. 15% of our jobs were relieved from our company just in this first quarter. And right now they're saying that, to make a long story short, they're saying that they're using data points to eventually replace the very writers that I'm in charge of. Now, what does that mean to me? And why did I try to connect that? Because I know that if I can get you into this company, and I can get you on the scholarship program because they pay for school, and I can get you on the IT track like I'm currently doing, like Uncle Rick is in right now, so he's secure. He ain't worried about no AI. Then if I can get you there before the cutoff happens, then you're okay. But that would be micro. But I get what you're saying though. But it takes people like that who can see it, who can utilize the tools, and at the same time say, okay, look, whoever want to get on this arc, better start chopping down some wood too. I can't build it by myself. But if you don't want to build it with me, I'm going to be okay. But if you want to come on, then you need to come on.
And for the record, if to everybody who may see this, man, get on board. Implement. Please. Nobody's not saying don't implement the micros and don't do what you got to do for yourselves. But in conversation, we just had the conversations about what we think the answers are for the macro. That's what we do as philosophers. That's who we are, the philosophers of our time. And I'm just saying, for that macro, and shout out to you. I appreciate everything you're doing for the people that you know. And I can hear it in your voice that it means something to you, that you're passionate about that too. So thank you for being one of the ones, you know.
It's selfish. I have 2 sons. I want them to have a world that's worth something. I'm selfish about it.
Yep. There it is. Red, you back?
I got a question.
Mm-hmm. We was wondering what happened over there with that government internet.
You know what? You about to get
you gonna let him talk to you like that?
He ain't lying though, you know. Should we allow everybody to go?
No, I didn't say that.
I could ask questions.
I ain't say that.
Should there be like some criteria, some, you know? Because I was thought that everybody can't go on the boat.
Yes. Even in my small example, there's criteria. You got to do what you need to do. You got to have some value. You have to be willing to put into yourself. That's my criteria. Now, as a whole, for the new Black culture that we would hope to build, yes. Some people can't go. And I know that sounds horrible, but if you really want to fix something, then some parts are no longer needed. And I know that sounds horrible, but it's the truth.
So there is a separation that needs to happen, the wheat from the tare.
When you quote the Bible, I agree with it.
Anybody else?
If AI took your job, you can't go with me.
If AI outsourced you, you cannot come with me.
Oh my God. Brother, no, Jesus.
That was racist. I ain't gonna lie.
Those who want to find it will. I can't keep reiterating this point enough. I'm more average than I'm the most average guy I know. Right? I don't care about your fucking excuses. I don't care.
Right.
If I can get it out the mud and figure it out, you can too. You know, the guy who don't know what he talking about, that's stupid, that's dumb, that's off. All y'all, I don't give a fuck about your excuses. Your excuses ain't got nothing to do with it. Again, everybody keep talking about, yeah, I'm not saying these things don't exist, but you got to figure that shit out. Otherwise, you're a hindrance. You might not like to hear that, but that's just what the fuck it is. I don't need nobody that I can look at. And this ain't about money. I keep trying to tell them, I don't give a damn. Money's a tool. It's a tool to be used. But I can't look at your life and your shit is just fucked up beyond fucktivity. And you try to tell me what you doing is right. I guess then it gets subjective about what's a good life then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's subjective. Who it apply to? No, that's the problem. Everybody want to individualize their shit. No, there's no standard. And the ones y'all use for standards are in the fucking mud. They're in hell. So, like I said, I'll do what I need to do for me and mine. If we trying to tell y'all I'm on side missions, the shit y'all saying other people shit I done did already and got water thrown in my face. I seen it. Right? Again, this is my anecdotal experience. You save people, you end up, you help people, you everybody savior and nobody hero in this bitch.
Yeah. Been there, done that. Yeah.
So again, is that part of the culture?
Right. Right.
Is that greed? Maybe, but if you're not smart enough to realize that somebody want to see a better way for you and you can't see it, what the fuck I supposed to tell you?
Yeah.
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Well, I got a lucky $2 bill that I've had in my wallet for about 9 years. And I said I'm going to use it one day to play the lottery, and I'm going to win.
Don't use it too.
I'm going to win one of them big old jackpots, you know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a community for poor people. And none of y'all successful people are going to be invited.
Good.
Look, now wait a minute.
I don't want to hear you complain when them niggas start robbing you too.
Oh, see, that's the difference.
Hey, nobody with Jesus right now. Lord.
See, that's the thing about it. We not gonna have shit to rob. That's the point. Everybody, listen. Everybody gonna have the same shit. I'm gonna build a gated community with fully furnished houses. Them shit's gonna be. It's gonna be like the new project. But I'm just not gonna have. I'm not gonna have everybody stacked on top of each other because I know
what
how
you're
that
saying,
is.
Beans. Listen to what you're
Right,
saying.
right. Yeah, listen what he's saying. Right, exactly.
It ain't gonna be like the projects. It ain't gonna be like the projects.
No, it's not gonna be like the projects. It's not gonna be like the projects because they had everybody stacked on top of each other, and the projects had gated ass motherfucking hallways and shit to walk out of. Like you felt like you was in a cage a lot of times, right?
It means the projects down here is side by side houses.
Yeah, the ones in Nashville are too.
Yeah, they was like that down here too. But that's what I'm saying. So my thing is gonna be right that everybody gets to have the same. Everybody gonna be equipped with nice, decent sized TVs. The price of TVs went down not too long ago. Everybody gonna have Fire Sticks and the little TV boxes, right? Everybody gonna be able to have the same Ford Fusion, right? I'm gonna get everybody. I'm gonna get everybody a Ford Fusion.
God damn.
The four-cylinder joint. It's gonna be the four-cylinder joint, but it's gonna be half hybrid, half electric. You're gonna have
be
a
nice.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That was when I worked at Enterprise, I used to love driving them cars.
Man,
so everybody gonna have the same thing, right? But the point is the reason why I specifically said poor because I want to build the new commune, right? The new community, right? Which is the root word in commune, right?
What you gonna call it? Project 2.0?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm from Cabrini
sound
Springs,
good to
so
me.
I was about to say Cabrini Rings.
I might name it after myself. I might name it after myself and call it the Cabrini Beans. You know
James Evans Jr.
Everybody get a hat that say P2 on it. I like it.
Now here's the reason though why I think this will work though, right? It's because I'm not trying to get them kids we were just looking at. I ain't trying to get them. I'm trying to get people like myself, right? That just they know they don't want to deal with the drama. They know they don't want all the headaches and all of that. But at the same time, they know the work that it takes, right? To whom much is given, much is required. They know the work that it takes to get to that 6 figures and all that other shit, and they know they're never gonna do that. And just because they probably only gonna earn 40 or 50 or 60,000 don't mean they should have to step over dope fiends and dodge bullets, right? So I want those people, the people who would, if they could afford it, they would move to the suburbs and get out of them situations. Because truth be told, I've known a bunch of people who said, man, I'm not leaving the city. Has to be like, wait, what? Are you insane? So you like I love the noise of the city. I love the people and the energy, and it's always something going on. It's people that like that, bro. But it's people that genuinely like that. You take they will lose their mind in the silence of the suburbs.
But you just described the good people in every city in America. Like there's good people in Chicago and in New York and in Cleveland. But again, this is what we're talking about tonight. Like they're not magnified. If the president wanted to drop a bomb on these cities and say, yo, Chicago and New York, like they're shitholes, get them out of here. Nobody's gonna say, but think about the good families that have a mind of wanting to do. Nobody thinking about them. And that's why we sitting here like they don't get celebrated. Only the fuckery gets the magnifying glass. And I heard you say something about shame. You know that my antenna went up when you said that. But then later on, you said something about the emergency room, like it was cancer, it was shock trauma, it was emergency. And this is exactly why we sit here. All of the stuff that I just alluded to in my point. It's not because we okay and we just looking for suggestions. No, we're in trauma. So when you say, you know, the shame is not good, and that's why I alluded to like you sold dope. That's why you kind of have a certain sensitivity for the guys that sold dope. But I ain't never sold dope. So when I say shame on y'all niggas, like that shit is not conducive for the society, that's coming from a nigga who never sold dope. So I can say that. And I'm not gonna let you tell me I can't say that because you know everybody deserves some consideration. All right, from people who sold dope. Like I'm not a deleter. You damn right I'm perfect. You say only the perfect can judge. I never deleted nobody. I'm perfect in that instance. So I'm judging deleters. So I get what you're saying in generality, but there's people who not in line with this shit, never was, and it didn't take a light for me to see or some moral compass to kick in. Nah, I never was for pushing drugs to people. That just wasn't my thing. So when I see that, I don't agree with it, and I don't understand it, and I say shame on it. Yes. So I get what you're saying, but in order for a society to thrive, shame is needed, whether it's, you know, people like to hear it. Again, this is what we've been talking about. Cod liver oil ain't always tasting good, but it's what gets you better. And if it's more about, you know, the medicine being cherry and grape and tasting good and making you better at the same time, all medicine ain't gonna do that. And if you got cancer, you're gonna need a little something because you're dying anyway. So you can either ignore the diagnosis and the treatment and just go ahead and die, or you can, you know, take heed and die a little slower.
So just for clarification purposes, I'm not shaming shame. I literally have a show called The Stupid Attention. So I don't have a problem with shaming people. It's what I choose to shame them for, right? It's things that I feel like genuinely people are choosing to not be the best version of themselves in those areas, right? My thing, and I know you've probably heard me say it before, but my thing is, we don't give that same energy to the Sackler family that we give to the guy on the corner that's selling drugs. The same people who sit on the internet and shame the guy on the corner for selling drugs don't do a single show about the cartels at all. Right? So I'm just saying that's where it becomes problematic for me. I think that's why we live in the information age. So if I know that about you, I'm gonna literally, if I'm not willing to argue with you, right? It's just truth being told. If I'm not willing to argue or debate with you, I'm going to tune you out. That's the same thing that was happening when she was playing Anton's video. I tuned him out. I was sitting over here working on something, trying to get this thumbnail done. Because, bro, I don't believe you. You're phony. You only talk about one side. No, who wants to hear that? I don't want to only hear you talk about one side. People are saying that to me because they say I never talk about liberals. And I said, y'all are retarded. I talk about liberals all the time. I just don't call them liberals when I talk about them. That's the difference. I created a term for the conservatives and the Republican black people that I talk about. So that's why you hear that term, because I created it. But I get down on anybody. If you stupid, you stupid. I don't care if you right, left, black, white, up, down, in, out. That none of that matters. But that's what I'm saying. We don't give the same, bro. Crack ain't killed nearly as many people as prescription drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, and well, no, I already said it. Prescription drugs, yeah, opioids and all of that. I'm talking about it ain't even in the same room with these people.
That's a fact.
I did the math on my show so people could see it for themselves. It ain't even in the same room as the opioid crisis by itself. It ain't. I'm talking about even include. I'm not just talking about overdosing on drugs. I'm talking about even including the drug wars. All the murders we were seeing every year based on them drug wars. Guess what? It don't add up to the deaths that come from prescription drugs and opioids alone. Then when you throw alcohol in there, which nobody shames, and that shit kills hundreds of thousands of people every single year. I'm saying you have to spare me the righteousness. Either give everything. If your issue with drugs is that shit is poison, then shame everything that's poison. And shame the motherfuckers who make the most money off the poison. Not these niggas on the corner who got them at one drug bust and they right back at McDonald's. Or right back breaking into somebody's crib, picking locks, trying to steal a TV because they ain't really making no money. I could shame them niggas all day. That's easy to do. But when are you gonna, not you, right? But when are we gonna have a conversation and say, hey man, look, in real life, people want to get high. They do, man. So if I'm gonna accept that you gonna drink your drink, she gonna smoke her cigarette, this nigga gonna take his crack, that nigga gonna take his weed, this nigga gonna do his fentanyl, that motherfucker over there doing codeine, it's all the shit. Me, I'm gonna go get my chicken strips. That shit is a drug. I take them chicken strips like they drugs, nigga. Dopamine hit every time I eat that shit. And I never ate chicken until I moved to Kentucky. Fuck you, Colonel Sanders.
I cannot.
God I'm not even joking. I never bought chicken from a restaurant until I moved down here. Wild.
Do anybody know who Grant is?
Say again.
Grant.
No, I don't.
Not to my knowledge.
No, I don't.
Hi, can I help you? Hi, Grant. Can you go off mute?
How are you doing?
Yes.
I was
Go ahead.
I was gonna see if I come up and talk on the panel.
Go ahead and share your thoughts. What do you have on topic so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the difficulties is talking about like the impacts of drugs or the whataboutism. I think where Mr. Benz was talking about. I think you have to still address it. You can't just assume that those problems go away. I mean, the underlying problems are structural, correct? You can't do away with.
Oh, Grant, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Yeah, I know him. He's cool. That's my people's.
Okay.
I just think we have to think about the fact that we have a cohort of individuals who are clearly suboptimal, correct? That they engage in behaviors that fundamentally are harmful to both themselves and to the community at large. Mm-hmm. At some point, I think we have to have legitimate conversations about whether or not, how do you get to those individuals and how do you reduce harm for themselves and for others. And I think separating or just saying you're going to separate yourself probably isn't the best course. Mm-hmm. If you think African Americans, if you think highly of yourself or you think highly of African Americans in general, I think we can't just disregard those individuals.
It's just another way of splitting the family. You got some of these people in your family, right? Like now, I'll be honest with you. To my knowledge, I don't know if anybody in my family has ever deleted anybody per se, but I know a bunch of us have shot at people, right? But I don't think I don't think nobody has ever confirmed to me that they actually took a life, right? So, but if I know that oh, this is my brother, this is my cousin. I'm talking about, and somebody I'm genuinely affectionate about. Even if they participating in that life, I might stay away from them because I don't want to put myself or my family or my kids in harm's way, stuff like that. But I'm still going to communicate with them. You know, I'm not going to just
a little bit of separation though. If you said you don't, keep your family away from them and stuff like that, that's separating, right?
To some degree, but if I'm communicating with them, right? If I'm talking on the phone with them and everything, I'm not every time I talk to them, hey, you still selling drugs? Hey, you still
right.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm treating them like they're a regular person. I know what they into and I know what they're doing, but I'm not treating them like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's gonna create
levels of separation. There's different levels to it. How you want to.
True, absolutely. Because and that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, my dad. The last time I talked to him last year, he said he wasn't on drugs no more. He had been in the hospital for a little minute. He said he wasn't on drugs no more. So if that's true, hey, 48 years. 48 years of straight crack heroin. I don't know what he do, but he do one of them. I think it's the needle. But 48 years. I really don't really have a real relationship with him at all. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, when I was around him, I ain't talked to him about the drugs. He was Mr. He said, my dad, this nigga different. I hate even admitting this in front of Grant, because Grant is my light-skinned hero. Bro, my dad used to steal cars, and he did this thing called striker plating them. Right, where he would take the VIN number from another car and put it in his car, so now he could actually register the car, even though it's a stolen car. Like that's what my dad was on, bro. He had an Audi, and somebody stole his stolen car from him, and that shit hurt his soul.
Nigga was mad. How dare he? How dare he?
You feel what I just told?
But what am I supposed to do? This is the only person who gave me life father that I'm ever gonna have, regardless of my stepdad. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Is if Red, even if I agree with you that I'm gonna participate in this separation as it pertains to strangers, it's gonna be difficult to do that with my loved ones.
For some people,
yeah, the ones I really care about. You know, we all got that one cousin that we hope something happened to him and shit.
No, I get some people are different. I don't care.
Yeah, very, very different.
Yeah,
very
I'm a cancer baby. I'm different. You could relatives, family, friends.
Tell him, sis.
I'm my own brother. I don't.
But to what degree, though? But to what degree?
To the degree that he's non-existent.
No, I'm saying, but when I say to degree, I think I'm wording that wrong. What I mean is, whatever it is that this person is doing, right? Is there any other person doing equally that or worse that you still maintain a relationship? Because if it is, that kind of makes you the H word.
Nope.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, that would be a negative.
You don't think it does?
I think there are clearly relationships that you have with someone you have kinship with, or you have some significant connection. And then there's people who are just sort of, they're not part of your circle. So you're not, there's nothing compelling you to be within their presence. So you're going to ultimately make choices that are going to be different for two separate peoples. I don't know if you can. That's not hypocrisy. I'm assuming you want to save your dad, and let's just say you could say my dad has similar characteristics as your dad. I don't think you would care what happens to my dad. You don't know my dad well enough to sort of have that compassion. So it doesn't make sense for you to have some sort of desire to sort of work through the calculus of whether my dad is healed or gets better. That doesn't mean you don't have care for someone from a distance, but you're less likely to engage in a very intimate way in that sense.
But that was the premise of what I said. The premise of what I said was, okay, you have this particular person who you're disowning. Do you have anybody else, right? So this would be in your circle. Anybody else that you're maintaining a relationship with that is doing equally the thing that this person is doing you don't like, or worse? Because then I said that's what would make you a hypocrite, right? And here's the thing.
I got
what you're saying. My answers now, all of them.
I mean, and I like the consistency. That's my point. Right? Because even with the drug conversation, right? Understanding that what I'm saying is you talking about it. Again, I'm not saying you gotta go stand on your corner every day and tell somebody that, man, you know you ain't got no business out here selling drugs. But I'm saying we sitting on platforms, right? It's people that's coming to the internet every day, and their entire conversation is the YNs is selling drugs. And I don't know a single YN that owns poppy fields. I don't know one. So why does your conversation stop there? Why is that what you're talking about? Because that's not your problem.
Well, that's where the crux of your argument with me kind of loses gravity. And the reason why is because how high do you go up into it doesn't matter what you say, because you can't affect change. You can't reach that. My whole thing is you should definitely patrol and keep in contact the vicinity that you are in. And if you see that, now I agree with you. If you just on the internet saying, "Oh, these YNs out here selling," and you ain't seen it and it's not in your area, then yes, I agree with you. But if you can actively see this, there's a phone number. Call it. There's a phone number. Call it.
You know, I don't think y'all be thinking this through because of the fact that y'all are rich, affluent, bourgeoisies. No, but this is what I'm saying. Think about it. So, I don't know this for sure, right? So just allow me to make up something real quick. So 1969.
I ain't gonna fact
the very first corner boy walked out in, let's say he was in New York. He walked out on
God damn, he had to be in New York.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It ain't from Texas. We good.
New York started everything, goddamn it. Okay, y'all want credit for hip hop, y'all gonna take credit for these drugs too.
Facts. Get this work.
Right. 1969, the first corner boy walked out. He was on 132nd and Martin Luther King Drive, right?
Wow, why Martin Luther King got kept straight?
Boom. He walked out there and he said he started slanging his drugs. And all of a sudden, it becomes a problem that the neighborhood recognizes. Fast forward, 2026. It's still corner boys selling drugs on that same corner after all them phone calls to 911, after all them campaigns. Just say no, right? This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? I know y'all remember them commercials, right?
Yeah, showing your age.
After all that time, you still got corner boys. That's why it's bullshit to spend your time talking about the corner boys. You could keep removing them. It's going to be another one and another one and another one and another one because you're not really dealing with the problem. So even when you make the argument that at what point does it kind of fall on deaf ears because it gets to something that you feel like you can't do nothing about, you can't do nothing about the corner boys either.
Well, I can make sure that there's going to be a different rotation every once in a while.
God, I
done told you, Tyrone, get this shit off my side of the road.
He said we voting for the mayor, we voting for the governor, and we voting for the goddamn drug dealers too.
Goddamn right. Right. If I don't see no turkeys on Thanksgiving, you out of here.
Right. I like that.
I cannot.
Hell no.
But guess what, y'all?
Hey, this was fun. Great discussion.
But it's time to shut it down.
We are sleepy. It is time to end the show. But first, let us hear your final thoughts.
Let's shut this down, but first, let's get these final thoughts.
Sleepy. I have a long day tomorrow. I have gym at 4 a.m. and I have 4 meetings that I have to sit through and listen to the mad scientists talk about nothing. I am not.
100 grand.
So I need to get some catnip in me and try to take a cat nap before 3 a.m. So I gotta go to the gym. Final thoughts, starting with our guest, Mr. Grant.
I appreciate you allowing me up on the panel. Anyway, I think we all share a desire to, I hope, to see young Black men, young Black women have incredible lives. Personally, I think that hopefully is an important thing. I don't necessarily know if I want to segregate myself from every person, but I also think I do think there needs to be some level of honesty about how we've landed here, and I think those are very difficult conversations. And if we're not sober about those things, I think it's very difficult to come up with, quality solutions that allows for us to have some impact. So I encourage everyone to continue to talk through and try to be open and be honest with yourself about how you feel about things, but also be honest about what you think can be really measurable and changeable within the near future. So good luck.
Do you have a channel, or you just do you have a
No,
YouTube? Are you just gonna have one? Okay. All right.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you. All right, troublemaker.
Yeah, man. So my man Grant, don't I was about to tell him, man, you might as well just come on over to my channel. I'm about to be live in a few minutes. But man, super dope conversation. Shout out to my main man, Uncle Rick. He had to leave because his wife runs his household. No, I'm just playing.
God.
Shout out to my man Nino Nation in the building. Shout out to my man Jeremy, super dope back and forth. Jeremy, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm living vicariously through you, bro. I'm proud of you, man. And shout out to my man, Mr. He said, congratulations on 21 of them things, God.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
That man been getting sex for 21 years. So all y'all men out here who be saying, oh, it's so many men ain't getting no sex. Maybe y'all need to get married then. I don't know what to tell you. Because they look happy. That's all I can say. They look happy to me. But shout out to them on 21 years. My son made 21 years old yesterday. My mama made 66 years old today. So
awesome.
Shout out to all of the anniversaries and birthdays, and shout out to all the dark-skinned Black women who actually have nice feet, and shout out to all of the light-skinned women with long Jewish hair. I love y'all. I am available for part-time dating. Just hit me up on IG at Mr. Beans TV. I do take PayPals, and I have a $5 DM fee.
Do you know you're a little whore? You might not say you're a whore, but you is one.
Get at me now, because my DM fee is about to go up to $6.99, and so y'all want to say that.
You're a capitalist now. You put the 99.
Okay.
Right. I love y'all. Peace, man.
Good night, Mr. B.
Hi, Jeremy.
Y'all, great conversation. I appreciate everybody that showed up on the panel. I'm gonna be doing another substitute class tomorrow. Slim won't be doing her show, so I'll be doing one. Or I might just go ahead and just pop over there with Nino too. So I'll hit you up, Nino, and see, because that probably might be a little easier for me. But either way, if not, we're gonna be talking about Houston tomorrow and how they said nope, we're not gonna hold nobody for ICE. So stay locked in. We'll see what happens.
Whoa.
But, thank you guys. Oh yeah, it passed and everything, and governor ain't happy about it. So anyway, thank you guys again. Make sure that you liked. Make sure that you have supported in any way that you think you can. But most importantly, at the end of the day, it's always you versus you. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Make sure that you are doing what you need to do for yourself and for the ones that you love. It's your boy, JYG. I'm out.
Hey, brother.
Okay, that was something. Shout out to the fellas. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that participated in the show tonight. Very entertaining.
Interesting show. You got the jingle ready?
You know it. Let's do it.
Where am I? Oh, here you go.
It's time for the super chats.
Shouts out to CEO for sending over a $5 cash app for the Pick a Child Home. Thank you.
Salute, bro.
Shouts out to our brother and sis for gifting one membership.
You already.
And shouts out to King Jerus. Is that how you say it?
Yep, King Jerus, 7-8.
On Uncle Ricky's side for sending $5 cash app. Said, because you're rocking hip hop wear, you're a rookie now. That's crazy. I think he mean Pooky. Pooky now. That's crazy. Gen X, stand up. I thought that was interesting. That's why I was like, I need to talk about this because, I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
Shout out to Miss She Stand for gifting one membership. Thank you.
Salute.
And shout out to sister sending a $2 cash app. She said, no, not cash app. What's that? Super chat. I'm broke, baby. And shouts out to my OG dad. Today was his birthday.
Shout out to OG dad. Happy birthday.
Today was my dad's birthday. So glad to still have him with me. Yes. Being a big baby. Got a fuss at him. Did you go to the doctor? This nigga said, I need to put, what are you eating? He's fussing at me because I don't eat, and then I'm fussing at him because he eating everything.
Yep, there you go.
But shout out to my OG dad for his birthday, and he is officially 77 years old. That's all to my dad.
Happy birthday,
still,
OG.
Still out here pimping the hoes. Okay. Watch out for OG dad. Are you going live this week, or what you got?
Nah, I'm good. They got it. Saturday I might jump on. Got a little something. Might continue on with this topic and reflecting on this music. I think it's a point that I could kind of stay at. I kind of got, you know what I mean, the frame of reference, a little bit of area.
They kind of alluded to music a couple of times about the culture thing.
Yeah, so let's just examine, you know what I mean? I just want a little more clarity, and we'll examine further. But that's about it. Nothing special.
Yeah. I may do witching hours. I'm not sure. I may do witching hours. But Untouchables are busy this week. We got a show tomorrow, Breaking Ground tomorrow, then Super Panel Friday, then your show on Saturday, Witching Hours on Saturday. Then Sunday, I'll be joining the ladies on Ladies First. Oh, Lord, pray for me. Jesus Christ.
Make sure you got your catnip and all of that ready.
I was like, make sure I got a big old glass of catnip.
So, set yourself up nice. Just
I never have to drink a whole lot of catnip that day. Next week, because I did ask you guys if you guys want to take over for next 2 Wednesdays. Nobody said anything, so no shows next 2 Wednesdays because I'll be doing all autism content. For,
Yeah.
So,
we take
but
a
if
little
you guys want to do a show, you know, read some clips or something, y'all can do it. But I need to focus on getting my presentation and stuff together. So I'm only doing Monday, no Wednesday, no Saturdays. And the following, the 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th will be the symposium. So I need a week to get, everything together.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's the schedule for the next 2 weeks, guys. So final words, brother?
Do something good for somebody other than yourself. That's when real character shines through. And y'all know, reciprocate, man. Check up on the people that check up on you and love the people that love you. And I love you, Mrs. Harris. Happy anniversary, girl. 21 years, yo. I still love you, still like you, and some more stuff. So shout out to you.
Yes. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Envy disguises itself as a friend, and love on someone that loves you back. Okay? And let them talk. They tell them themselves. Let them talk some more. They got to tell a lie to cover the lie. Okay? Just let them talk. Having said that, you guys have a good night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure y'all go back and leave a comment under the comment section. That does help, everybody get into the algorithm and all that other good stuff. Thank you, everybody that had contribute, that hit the like button, that shared the screen, and
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time. Let me check my wrist. You can never get my shine, I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the tip top. When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like Chris, bro. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me, now I'm feeling like Chris. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance, whoa. I did it all for the feeling, alive but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need $1 million, but I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. Gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. Gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. I been feeling spectacular, flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Sip this beat, let's back it up. And I don't care about critics, cause they talk too much. And I know that I gotta keep on grinding, finding myself. I ain't gonna stop until I know I had enough. Mama, I made it, I know that they see me. I'm popping these bottles just like I'm a genie. I'm glad that you made me get all in my DNA. I'm about my chips like I'm working for Frito-Lay. Embedded bag on myself. I don't do it for my health. Every threat is a champion. Got the title, need a belt. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really,